With that said, welcome back to the Commoners of D&D. I got to jump out of Tyrell just now. I feel good. We've got a full table except for poor Kyle is off working and making a buku of money.
Buku of money! Making that cheddar!
Oh, tonight's going to be wild. All right. Throwing it over to AJ real quick for a Commoners, or a
Tiger Skull RPG.
Yeah, so this game is always brought to you by Tiger Skull RPG. If you don't know by now what Tiger Skull RPG does, you need to go check it out at tigerskullrpg.com and patreon.com/tigerskullrpg. I could never cover everything that they have to offer, but just to give you a brief glimpse.
Let's give it our best shot.
It feels like you're about to do like a 60-second just speaking as fast as you can without breathing kind of ad.
Yeah, like the Micro Machines, man.
No, I can't think that fast. But Tiger Skull RPG creates monthly. This is monthly stuff.
Every month, y'all.
30
Monthly 3D printable miniatures, complete with 5e stats,
5e.
digital illustrations,
Digital.
loot cards, sometimes even more than that if you're on Patreon.
Sometimes.
You need to go sign up on the Patreon. You get the stuff early, you get it cheaper. But if you don't want to do that, you just want to try the stuff out, you need to go over to tigerskullrpg.com and use code Commoners30 and get 30% off
30.
of everything in the store. They've got merch over there.
Merch.
They've got book bags, t-shirts.
Shirts.
They've got other stuff.
Fanny packs.
All kinds of cool stuff. STL files. All the same stuff you can get on Patreon. Go check it out. You need to get involved. You need to join the movement. And you need to use code Commoners30 for 30% off, because who wouldn't?
Who?
Thank you, Tiger Skull RPG.
And if you don't know, now you know.
Remember, 30 seconds could save you 30% on D&D merch.
Or 15 seconds could save you 30%.
Yeah. Why don't you double the percentage?
All right. So we're going to go ahead and throw this over to Dustin for a completely unbiased, straightforward, fair to everyone involved breakdown of last game.
Absolutely. So last time on Commoners D&D, we traveled south, headed to the Vale Coast, making our way towards Galeport. We stopped along the way at the home of several of the Commoners' childhood home, and then continued south. We come into the Sea of Porcelain, and we were completely just in all of our actions. We tried to secure passage across the Porcelain Sea towards Galeport. Ran into probably some of the most hated NPCs I've ever met in my entire life.
Yeah, and that's not an opinion.
Tyrell or Thrin decided bribery was a good idea, but the barge master decided it wasn't.
Yeah.
We then met definitely my least favorite of the three NPCs, because the barge master or the harbor master wasn't a problem for me.
He didn't like his face.
Ugh. The rip-off salesman, which reminds me, when this is over, we have to establish gold value this game, because I need to know how bad AJ rips himself off. That has to happen. So we met the salt. We went into Salty Serpent. Met that lovable guy. Found out that the guy we were trying to get a ride from is dead. Only to discover that the two people we're now going to get a ride from are horrible. The sister sailors or sister captains. Ended up meeting up with them,
And they talked like the twins from The Shining.
which is horrible. It's horrible.
At first.
Have you seen the ending? It's horrible. So met them. It was all pretty much awful. And then we ended up bribing the harbor master.
If you could call it that.
I mean,
And charm personing.
yeah, magically bribing the harbor master. And we turned down a quest because screw side quests. Who does that anyway? Everyone does the main story first. Side quests come later. And I believe now we're at the barge. We got a barge, right?
Y'all are on the barge on
On the barge
Porcelain
on the
Sea.
Porcelain Sea. Hopefully one of those abelisks doesn't intervene. All right, let's go. Gold cost.
Oh, and the Hag Coven may have reformed.
That's not important.
Yeah, that's so Last Continent.
That was a completely different country. All right, yeah, y'all are headed southwest down the Porcelain Sea, just right off the shore, because that's all your barge can do. Can't get very deep out in the water.
I guess we're rowing this time.
Someone was healed of their laryngitis, and they can talk now.
Yeah.
I don't think he has anything to say though.
Praise Tira.
That's all he needs to say.
He's allergic to watermelons, guys. They make his throat swell up.
Buck, are you aware of how we secured this vessel?
You know. You know. You know, Quint. I think that's a fair point. I don't think I was made fully aware.
Yeah, I don't think anyone really is, Thran. Why don't you go ahead and explain?
Yeah.
Did I tell y'all that I used Charm Person?
Yeah.
I did.
You kind of...
Yeah, you kind of hinted around
you
at
hinted
it.
around at what you did, Thran.
What happened? Tell us, please.
Well,
What kind of pickle were you in, friend?
I was trying to get us out of there.
Sure.
Yes. So, I tried to buy a boat. For apparently way too much money,
All right.
I guess.
What is gold worth? Is gold $100 or $10? Because if it's $100, he just paid like $60,000 for. Wasn't it 600 gold?
No, I paid 500.
500. Okay, $50,000 for a boat if gold is worth $100.
Okay.
Is that what we're going with? That's what I was thinking. $100 for gold, $10 for silver,
$100 for one gold?
$100 for gold, $1 for copper, $10 for silver. Is
We
that
don't
what
really play with coppers or silvers. We just play with gold.
Right, but gold is still worth
silvers
it.
have come up.
Gold is supposed to buy you.
Yeah, does anyone have silver in their inventory?
Yeah, I've got
I have
9
only
silver
given
and
you
97 copper.
But I can take a gold. I can take a gold and break it down, and we can give change.
I have 7 silver pieces.
The only people who throw gold away is AJ over there.
You know how much gold I spent over there? Like 5. 5 gold.
So
I have
$500
$1,055.
$500 on dirty water.
Fine.
All right. So, anyways, before we get further into this out of character, let's rein it back in, huh?
All right.
Corinne?
So, as I was saying, I spent the money on getting the barge that we're on here.
All right.
But I did use Charm Person because I thought I could lower the price a little bit by charming him into doing
All right.
it.
Okay. So, why could we not have? I mean, was he willing to sell the barge without the charm person?
Yes, but for too much money. That's what I was saying. I offered him too much money in the first place.
And when you offered him too much more money than you had,
I asked him if he would lower the price, and he said for 1,000 gold, and then I said... That's when I decided to cast Charm Person on him.
all right. So, what's the difference between what you did and some run-of-the-mill scam artist pulling one over?
The point is, we're headed the way we need to go
No,
now.
the point is, Gillard, the point is, what Thran did was in basically response to the mess that we just made back there.
The harbor master has
Shut up
nothing
and
to do-
listen for a second, Gillard. Okay, I'm going to walk up and point my finger out and say.
I grab his hand.
No, you listen to me, Gillard.
I grabbed his hand.
When we were in the academy, I don't care if you grab my hand. Don't
grab
care. When we were in the academy,
pushed him
up to
into
this
the water.
point, we have given you...
You're pushing him in the water?
Push him in the water.
Yeah. Opposing strength checks.
The one full of Abolus, by the way. Suck it.
I'm a rage,
Too late.
so I have advantage.
You don't have a reaction
You're
rage.
pushing... What?
You can't rage as a reaction. That's a bonus action. That takes 6 seconds.
A bonus action doesn't take 6 seconds.
It takes part of it.
Do I have to be raging to have advantage on strength checks?
Yes.
Okay, then I am 16.
18.
All right.
Okay, you push him in the water.
And then I push Gillard in the water.
I resist.
All right. So, strength, right?
Yeah.
Shoot, that was a bad roll. You go first.
9.
Okay, 12.
Yeah, I had to roll 2.
Okay, Gillard is thrown into the water as well.
I get back out of the water onto the boat.
I help him out.
You're sopping wet, salty.
Okay, well, when Gillard pops his head up, I'm going to continue ranting.
Okay.
While you're in the water, Gillard, maybe you can shut up and listen for a second.
I help him.
When
I
we
help
were-
him out of the water.
Gillard? You're helping Gillard out of the water? Mm-hmm. Okay.
When we were in the academy up to this point, we gave you the utmost respect because we understood that you know more than we do about the things that we were doing. All I ask is that you extend that respect to us when it's dealing with people and dealing with situations that we might have a little bit of experience in. I thought you respected us more than that, but you don't. And if we get to the Vale Coast and you behave in the way that you and Rask just did, then we are not going to last 5 minutes. I know that from experience, if you value my experience at all. And also, if this is how the Inkling behaves, I don't know that I want to be a part of it. Vistrid, is this how we behave in the Inkling?
I don't know. I spend a lot of time in the woods.
Great response. Gil, is this how you do business all the time?
This is how you do business when you're a soldier and we are undercover. You don't just go through. You don't just freaking, the guys that took care of an aboleth. Yeah, I wonder who they are. Probably the guys who just dealt with Hornbeam because we're moving south. We cannot be known before we get there.
Well, that's why I didn't want to fight the aboleth, Gillard. I don't care about the aboleth. I'm talking about when we're...
Okay, so he secures us a vessel and you're going to argue about it now? Don't worry about it. We need to go through. As far as what Ras did, would I have done it? No. But honestly, maybe that guy will leave and it'll save his life.
We cannot be making scenes before we even get there. You talk about being known before we get somewhere.
Yeah, well, I hate to tell you, destroying a freaking crappy bar doesn't make a scene. Just killing an aboleth? Hey, have you heard about the guys that killed an aboleth?
He just said
that was the only way. It was an aboleth or we tricked that guy.
No, I don't care about
tricked that guy.
I already said we only had to steal the boat because nobody trusts us to do anything because they hate us because of what you and Rask did.
Guys,
they were not going to give us a ride. These people are here to take everything we have and then move on. What?
What?
I have a question.
Is it relevant?
Yeah. So I know I'm part of the Inkling. Haven't been a real long time, but we're saving Plexia from the king. But if we do that, and there's nothing left of the world, what are we saving it for?
What did we destroy of the world? The man running a crappy bar into the ground that will not sustain him in this town? The guy that he just gave a small fortune to, who's probably not going to return your donkey?
You take that back, Gillard!
Hey, Gillard.
Who did we hurt exactly?
Hold on. Listen to me.
Who did we help?
The man we just gave a small fortune to, the guy who's now going to leave this dying town that's just a days away from the evilest man on this continent.
I'd like to hear what Buck has to say.
Do you know how Duke Hornbeam died?
Yeah, cut his head off.
Okay. Now, how did you get to that position?
Because we stormed the castle with the help of the Inkling.
We did, right? All of us.
The group that you took advantage of to secure your needs, to avenge your destroyed village, and now when it comes to...
Do you want to stand on a soapbox, or do you want to hear me speak?
Do you want to hear me speak?
I'm listening. I've been listening. All you've been saying is how your war is the utmost primary function.
Our war.
Listen to me for 1 second, Gillard. We got started on this whole stupid journey because some bullheaded heroes, and I put that in quotes so people who are listening may be able to hear me, came into my town.
Bad connotation of heroes, but you want to come in and save the day like a hero.
They destroyed our town, killed our people,
And I'm not a member.
burned down my shop, destroyed my way of life, destroyed Quincy's way of life, killed our family, killed our friends. How do we know we didn't just do that?
I'm sorry, did we kill someone when last time I checked? We paid a man off, had to magically seduce him to get it accomplished because we don't have a lot of money. The Inkling is not this rich, prospering society. No, we have a limited supply of money. We paid a man off, and we destroyed a crappy bar in the process. So what? Who did we really hurt? If he leaves this town, that just increased his chances of survival. What was his name?
Landon.
Was that it? I thought it was something really stupid. Diggory, that's it.
Not him. We're not talking about him.
Landon's going to be fine.
No, I would also like to bring to your attention that you and Dalinar and whatever other people above us over there at the Inkling did was recruited us. You wanted our help, and then we get into a town where we can possibly do something, and you ruin our chances of getting anything done.
This is not the freaking Hornbeam Forest. We don't have support. We have to be careful with
but we have our morals.
We do and we don't do.
We have our morals, Gillard, and if the Inkling
take your morals back to the Hornbeam Forest, where
I might just do so. Might just do so, Gillard, because it may be clear that our interests are not lining up here.
And maybe they're not. Maybe you used the Inkling to get your little town advantage. Maybe you should go back to your little town.
You came to us, Gillard.
No, you came to me because you got imprisoned because you weren't strong enough
We
to
didn't
protect
come to
yourself.
you. You came to us
Wrong.
as a ghost.
You came to me as a prisoner, and I saved you because Rask was a member of the Inkling.
Because you picked us.
No,
I didn't ask you to pick us, Gillard.
You could have just picked Rask.
I could have, and you were a member of his group. And also, Dalinar's letter was about all of you. You forget that. I'm the one who destroyed that letter. If Victoria had found it, you would all be heads on a stick. I saved you all. You owe me more than you can return. And I'm saying we move forward to Galeport, we deal with Bathory, and then if you have a problem with the Inkling, get out. Because this is about the King's war and the evil that he has brought. Your God is suffering because of the king that I am trying to take down. And if you have a problem with that, then what are you even doing? What is Tira even selecting you for? You're already on the path to making her strong. You're choosing to stray away from it. I'm talking about getting to where we need to go, taking someone out with danger all around us. No support. There will be no one. If someone says, hey, you were the guys that did this, oh, you helped a lot of people, when we get attention drawn to us, we die.
Well, what better way to avoid attention than to destroy people's businesses? Yeah, that makes perfect
Whose
sense.
attention? Whose attention? We didn't do anything. We didn't do anything more than we had
Not
to.
here, but if that's going to be
We
how
did way more than we had to.
If that's
we
how
could
we're
have
gonna
left
proceed,
quietly.
we're going to die immediately. We won't accomplish anything in Galeport if y'all are going to make a scene everywhere we go.
If all you want to do is just go forward with your tunnel vision on the King's War, this holy war.
Who did we hurt? Answer me that. You keep talking like we killed someone. Who did we hurt?
Diggory.
Diggory is going to leave this town. That is his.
And you say it's better. You say it's better
That's
for
his
him.
salvation.
That's your opinion.
Look around you. This town is dead. He is in the most dangerous place on the continent. The king is not a nice man. He doesn't just come through there and expect. If Diggory had acted that way around the wrong soldiers, he would die.
Well, then that's his own problem.
Oh, so getting him to leave now. I guess that saved his life, didn't it?
Diggory didn't leave.
He was surrounded by soldiers anyway. Apparently, they knew.
There's what's the soldier situation here? Because
was
at one point you said there was nobody,
there.
and then later you said there were some.
There were no people there.
There were Black Cloaks.
Well, then yeah, at any point his life was on the line. So with that
once again,
with
that's
his
a
tavern
complete
destroyed-
opinion.
well, with his tavern destroyed, he has the option to leave. That's on him. But that tavern was keeping him here, and now it's not. And honestly, I hate Diggory, and I don't really give a crap about him. What happened with the Harbor Master, though? He's going to be fine now.
Like I said before, that what Thren did is fine in the situation that we were in. We were in a pinch.
Then what
I
are we
still
arguing
don't
about?
appreciate it.
Then what are we arguing about?
We're arguing
We're
about.
abandoning our morals.
You
we're
haven't
abandoning
abandoned anything. You were off praying.
I was there the whole time.
I didn't see you. I didn't hear you. I didn't hear you say, "Hey, Thren, don't do that."
That's not in game. I mean, that's unfortunate, but yeah.
It was unfortunate for me, but I got stuck with it.
I was the only one trying to uphold any type of moral value, and nobody listens to anything I say. And we're about to go to a place that I'm the only one that knows anything about, and if you're not going to listen to me, then I'm not doing this with anybody but myself. I'll go do it myself, or I'll not do it at all.
Quincy, the reason I did what I did was to try to get us out of that town.
I understand, Thren. I just think there was better ways. We screwed the pooch 5 minutes once we got into town. It's just uncharacteristic. I'm just surprised at the way we were behaving. We've not done that before, and if that's how we're going to behave from now on, I'd assume not. We have a god on our side right now that seems to be good, and if we're going to start doing things that are against what she stands for, we don't stand a chance.
We just arbitrarily decide who we're going to treat good and who we're going to treat bad. We're going to arbitrarily decide whose businesses we ruin, whether or not they're viable.
Role in destroying his business.
That's on Rask.
And Kyle isn't here.
That's why I'm asking if is this what the Inkling's about? Is that what we got into?
Ask us all that next time.
Is that what we got into? Is this how the Inkling does business? That's all I'm asking. I'm just wondering how surprised I'm going to be in the future if this keeps happening.
The Inkling does what it has to survive and to prosper.
Well, I'm telling you, we're not going to survive in Galeport doing anything like what we did just back
I never
there.
said we were going to do what we had to in Galeport. We were given 2 options. Bribe that man or go and attract attention.
We found 2 options.
We found, okay, then next time we'll spend 2 weeks and we'll wait till your god responds.
That's exactly the attitude that I'm hoping to avoid. Okay? Because that's all I've heard from you. Oh, if we don't make a decision in the next 2 hours, then everything's for naught. That's all you sound like.
You don't sit on your hands in wartime. You think
Do you plan in wartime?
What?
Do you plan in
No,
wartime?
you act.
Do you draw a strategy?
act.
Okay, so no strategies in war. Okay,
Yeah, our strategy is we get to Galeport.
That's not a strategy.
We don't know what's waiting for us there, so we can't strategize. Right now, our strategy was get on the Wharf of Porcelain, take a boat across. Boy, that strategy got killed real fast.
It didn't get. No.
Yeah, it did, because this town is dead. We didn't know that going in. Just like when we get to Galeport, we don't know what we're walking into.
I understand plans change. They do. That's fine. When we have to call audibles in our situations, that's fine.
And last time I checked, we weren't there for 2 hours. We were there for like 8 hours because we had to wait on the sister idiots to show up.
I'm sorry. It's a difference of 6 hours. My bad.
Yeah, it's a huge deal. We could have been, God, how long does it take to cross the Porcelain Sea? 2 days? That we could have been halfway across. If this town hadn't been dead. Just goes to show you can't plan before you know what you're planning for. And aren't they already aware of something going on in Hornbeam Forest? Didn't someone say that something's being said? Yeah, news has already passed here that the Hornbeam Forest is that something's happened. That means there's a good chance Bathory already knows. The longer we take to get there, the worse it's going to be for us. She might leave.
All right, you brought up another.
Get there as fast as we can get there.
You brought up a really good point too. It's going to take us 2 days to get there on our barge that we have to tread in shallow water. Meanwhile,
do you know how to sail? Because there was nobody to sail in that town.
All right. So you're not going to listen to me. I'm going to talk to Quincy. Hey, Quincy.
Yes, Buck.
They're expecting another boat in some sort of days. Not sure
Don't know,
about that.
Yeah, not for sure.
But even if they weren't
Days,
bluffing,
no, months.
I'm not talking to you.
Months.
Anyways, so if they really are expecting a vessel to get there at any point in time, if a vessel does show up, do you think it could get to Galeport quicker than our barge?
Oh, I believe so, Buck. I think that would be scientific.
So if they happen to tell somebody on that ship, you guys might want to watch out. There's some troublemakers who just came through, ruined our bar, stole the harbor master's barge. That's why he's not here. Do you think that could get to Galeport?
Last time I checked, no one's looking for the slayers of Duke Hornbeam as troublemakers, though, are they? So have I drawn any attention to our cause? No.
Do you think that could get back to Galeport before we get there?
I mean, it's
in
possible.
theory.
In theory, it could, or at least while we're there.
Okay, all right. So while they may not be looking for the slayers of Duke Hornbeam, they could be looking for a barge full of troublemakers. Okay.
Hey, Thren, as far as you aware, are either of these 2 competent sailors? Vistra, do you know how to sail?
No, I can swim really good though.
Right, but you can't swim with off on our back, though.
I don't believe that any of us are competent
What about
sailors.
you, Ernst? You got any sailing skills?
I can't even really swim that well.
Last time I checked, this barge was the only option, and we're not going to wait months for a possible vessel.
I wasn't saying to wait for the vessel. I was saying the vessel, if it shows up before we get to Galeport, that could spell trouble for us.
Yeah, the holy man would say that. The one that if the god chose me, right?
Oh.
There was no guarantee we get a boat. We took the options that were available.
Once again, didn't say we were expecting a boat. Didn't say to wait for the boat. I'm saying if the boat shows up before we get to Galeport and gets to...
Where are we going to be between the boat showing up? On the river or on the sea, whatever. There is no waiting. We have to go. If we see a boat passing by, sure, I guess we'll flag it down.
We can't flag it down because they're in the middle of the sea.
Yeah.
We're on the bank.
So, okay, if the boat shows up, where do you propose we stand while this boat shows up? On the wharf?
I don't know what you're driving.
Where do you plan? You're saying we're not waiting for the boat, but you're saying if the boat shows up, where do you see us in these
I'm saying if the sailors on the boat hear about people making trouble in this harbor and make it back to Galeport before we get there, They will tell the people of the port will be looking for us.
So if Diggory says that some people came in here and destroyed my piece of crap establishment...
Doesn't have to be Diggory. Could be anybody who witnessed it.
Who? No one was in his... Oh, wait, no. The two freaking... Were they in there too?
Yeah.
Okay, so 3 people. If 3 people say, what does it matter? We have a destination. We have a way to get there. Stop talking about ifs, ands, or buts, possibilities, and maybes, and you either provide solutions or you accept the solutions that we find.
All right, so we're throwing strategy out the window. Let's just go
What
then.
strategy?
Gillard,
Exactly.
What strategy
You
do
don't
have?
leave room for strategy.
Where's your strategy then?
You didn't give me time.
Well, now
All you needed to do was no.
You have 2 days till we get to our destination.
All right, great, Gillard.
Gillard, like I said before, all I'm asking for is your respect. I thought we had it, maybe we don't. But
It's obvious we don't.
I don't need you to be my dad about how much gold that I spend on trying to be diplomatic and solve problems without causing a fight or causing a scene. And I don't...
You think throwing gold around doesn't draw attention?
You think breaking
No,
all the
I
chairs
think
in
it probably
establishment-
helps get information out of people.
Break the establishment. Why don't you address your concerns with the one who's not here?
I'm not talking about all of what Rask did. I'm talking about the damage you did.
You're arguing with me, but I haven't actually done any of the stuff that
You
you're angry
broke
with.
a chair.
So what?
For no
You broke a
reason.
chair.
No, I didn't threaten it. It was because he sat in it. That wasn't his fault. You broke one intentionally just to be a jerk.
Oh, so you're worried about Elizabeth Bathory hearing about a bald man breaking a chair and running off to another place in the Vale
Not
Coast.
necessarily, but
You have no argument.
The argument I had-
things that you're upset about, but I have no problem defending them because they were Rask is Rask.
the argument I have, Gillard, is that your group and you personally came to us out of respect, out of our talents and our abilities.
Wrong.
And I just asked
Wrong.
that you would.
I
Okay,
came to
well,
you because Dalinar saw your abilities and praised you for them. So I took his word from the note that would have gotten every one of you killed.
All right.
okay. Well, all
Right.
I'm saying is, if Dalinar wants us in your group, obviously he sees something else. He has a respect for us. If you don't have a respect for us, then I don't know how we're going to continue this way. We all have things that we can do. We all have things that we're good at, and I don't need you overriding things that I try to do, or Thren does,
What
or
if I
Buck does, or
override it?
anybody else.
I recommended you stop paying him. Once again,
You didn't recommend. You drugged me out of the bar when I tried to give him some gold for all the crap that Rask just broke.
Did I drag him out of the bar? Oh, my bad. I forgot that part. But I mean, it's whatever. I can't defend that. I just feel like you're making a bad decision.
And we thought you were making a bad decision.
What was I making a bad decision? You tell me my bad decision.
behave-
Hey, wait. How is paying a barkeep 1 gold going to get back to Bathory? Is
He
she?
wasn't asking for 1 gold. I think he asked for like 5 or 6.
He was.
And yes,
He was giving.
throwing around gold draws attention, which was what I'm now going to use to defend myself for dragging out of the bar.
So Bathory's going to hear about the 3 gold that a person gave a barkeep.
No, but the soldiers might hear about a bunch of wealthy traveling adventurers, which yes does draw attention.
But the soldiers aren't going to hear about a bunch of rowdy people
Yeah, but
going
the
through, ruining a business,
maybe they will.
destroying all the inside. So what you're saying is what you do is excusable, but what we do to make reparations for that is not excusable.
What reparations have you made
I tried to give the man some money.
for breaking the chair?
Yeah, and everything
Did you
else.
give him money for breaking the chair? Actually,
I did, yes.
okay then. So what
Well,
reparations have I stopped you from doing?
We were also in the
You
process
haven't.
of trying to get information.
I'm saying you're calling him out for doing that. You were just doing it.
No. If you go back to the beginning of this clip, I was called out.
Okay,
for
so-
not being against the decision. that we made.
So you didn't just now say throwing gold around is a bad decision, right? You did just say that.
Yes, throwing gold around is a bad decision.
Right.
Breaking a chair is not going to be a big deal.
Right. Okay.
But having the idea that you're wealthy and you're part of a wealthy traveling group, I mean, yeah, it has about as much danger as damaging a stupid bar. But still, I mean, what Thren did, which is really the only real problem here, is not a problem because that was our only option at the time. So Thren's course of action not a big deal. Rask, I mean, it's freaking Rask. He's not here. I don't know what to tell you.
Well,
I would say he needs to defend
if
himself.
you have something that you would like,
Does it upset me that he destroyed the bar? No. Does it But he's not here to defend himself, and I can't really defend him
Gillett,
because, I mean, geez.
Out of respect for you, I will listen to anything that you have to say. Just please allow me to make decisions before you say it. If you want to pull me aside afterwards and say, hey, what you did back there, here's why we shouldn't do that, that's fine with me. But I just ask that you respect us the same we respect you. That's all I'm asking for, going forward.
That's fine. But major group decisions, we have to consider the danger and the implications of it. If we fail this mission, no one's coming behind us. No one's going to save us if we get in danger. We are dead. TPK.
Exactly why I was concerned with the way we're behaving. Because if you and Rask behave like that elsewhere...
I hate to tell you, but your behavior doesn't make it any better.
Maybe not. Maybe we're both wrong. But if in Galeport we go making a scene and destroying stuff and acting like jerks, we're not going to last.
Galeport is not the porcelain wharf of whatever this place is called. The Wharf of Porcelain. This is a dying town looking to take advantage of anyone that passes through it. We don't have time to be taken advantage of.
That's why I was asking if it was a habit. I just wanted to know.
What I'm hearing right now is both of you are concerned about the same thing. You're just taking different methods of fixing that problem.
Correct, I would say.
Neither
doesn't want me to spend money to solve problems, and
because it brings attention to it.
And I don't want him to use force and
break chairs.
Yeah. Just don't act. I don't want him to act like a jerk. He doesn't want me to spend money.
Blow money actually is my thing. Things cost money.
Gillett, I don't spend money on anything. And if I can spread a few gold around and be diplomatic and get information out of people that way, that's what I'm here for. That's the thing I'm good at, is talking to people. You haven't seen that yet because all you've seen is me explode and stab things, but I'm more useful than that.
Which is my favorite thing about you, actually, at this point.
Yeah, I know. I know it is. I'm worth more than that, and so is Buck and Thrin, and we all have a lot more to us.
We're more than just weapons for the Inkling.
Well, your mouths will get you all killed for the Inkling.
As will your pike.
Well, I'll die on my feet.
I'll die talking. Dang it! I'll die talking. Dang it! That was a good line.
Okay, if we're gonna get any farther, we're gonna have to come together and put this on the back burner.
Till next week or till next time.
We table this. We're at an impasse.
Let's be honest.
Our motivations are the same.
He won't remember, and he won't listen to the podcast. We'll just skip all this.
What, Thrin?
What can you say about Rask's decisions?
Let's just try to figure out how to run this boat for now, because I don't think any of us have any prior experience on running a barge.
Well, it's the same type of boat that y'all actually got to the Wharf of Porcelain from the Academy.
Okay. It's the exact same.
Yep.
I can help us go a little bit faster. I will cast Shape Water and alter the flow of water around us to move fast.
Nice.
Very nice, Vistrid. Thank you.
Awesome.
You three get advantage or inspiration for today.
Wow.
You can use once. Good arguing.
Too, because he did the.
He was arguing to
He
his sides.
he also did the.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, you can have two for the night.
Because he did the recap.
Dang, I should have used mine to keep Tape from pushing me in the water.
All right. Now that we got that ugliness out of the way, we can go forward.
Okay.
Still friends.
We're friends.
Always guilty.
For you listeners at home, they just shook hands.
He came up to me really threatening and then was like,
Are we still friends?
Just like Thrin to that boat, that barge master.
I'm gonna bow up on him, and then I'm gonna offer him a deal.
your boat.
listen, I just want to know, is that boat for sale?
Your boat is for sale. Oh goodness. I love in-character fighting. One time playing a game, I was playing online against some people, and something like slavery came up or something, and my character got super pissed really quick. And Cynthia actually thought I was having a fight with another player. I was like, no, it's all in game. We're good.
Remember your fight against the Bard in our old campaign? Because that was great.
Yeah.
Seth's character was developing a love interest, and this was just your typical bard player not paying a lick of attention. It's his turn. What's that? Oh, there's somebody. Kill it. It was his girlfriend's controller, the only person who could bring her back to life. It was he could revive the dead, and Seth was trying to protect her body to get him to bring her back.
I was actually walking towards him. I gave the big bad evil guy a attack of opportunity as I walked past him to grab the guy who could resurrect.
The cleric, yeah.
And he used Shatter and blew the guy's head up. And I was mad at that character, at that player, at that character for a while.
And it was genuine. He didn't pay attention. He wasn't paying attention.
He was not paying attention.
I think
Did not
he-
know what was happening.
I think he muted us or something, and it was his turn.
Oh,
He
it
was
was
like,
my turn? Yeah, I cast Shatter on that guy. It blew him up. Oh. But it kind of worked in game too. Like it kind of seemed.
that's his character. No, his character would space out just as much as he did. Yeah, it was great.
It was fun.
That's where you toe the line between how much is your character like you. That way you can always play true to form. Anyway,
And we started this, and I was like, man, I don't know if I have it in me freaking sit here and fight, but I've been excited about this all week. And then freaking AJ over there was like, let's go, Gillard! And I'm like, oh, hell yeah, let's go.
It was good, guys. It was very interesting.
Okay.
So, yeah, y'all are kind of trolling along a little bit faster now. Instead of having to push yourself and propel yourself with the large sticks, you're kind of just having to use it to kind of keep direction now.
Oh, okay. Oh, he's actually moving us on the
He's
water.
moving you.
Sweet.
Yeah.
I love the shape water cantrip. I love it.
So you're just laying kind of on your stomach with your hands in the water or something? Or?
I'm at the back of the boat,
Yeah.
kind of pushing against the water to push us
Rask
forward.
is the avatar. He's Katara.
Just having to do that every 6 seconds, just constantly.
No, it lasts 1 hour.
Oh, cool. Man. That's great.
If you're shape
So I
water,
can just recast every hour.
have you said you listened to the overpowered stuff, right? You can use shape water to like break locks and do all kinds. Shape water is an incredibly powerful cantrip if you're incredibly creative, because you can also freeze water. And as
as
all
long as
of
it
you-
doesn't have anything, any living creature in it.
right, and anyone who's a
Don't you
science
know every
nerd-
locks have an ant?
I was about to say. I mean, then you can just make what are those methods?
Yeah,
You can just make methods invade every lock that you come to.
There's dust mites in there. You can't freeze that. Does the inside of this guy's lung count as a space for create water?
It's really good. I like
I mean,
that.
there's not a living creature in the water that you're freezing.
Yeah, you
so-
just forcing the water down his throat. It's gonna.
What we ask before we come to those major problems is, how advanced is the science in this world? Do we know about bacteria?
What we really need to ask, how much will the DM use it against us?
All right, so y'all are moving quite a bit faster. Quincy and Gillard, you're still kind of dripping wet and kind of sitting on opposite sides of the barge. Probably not either one of you very satisfied.
Hey, that's compromise, right?
No, that's compromise. No one's happy.
As long as we're all equally mad, it's compromise.
Rask is he seems to be sitting in the middle, looking towards both of you, not knowing really what he did wrong. Sorry, guys.
But then he'd say, "Yeah, not really sorry though. That dude was a d-bag."
Can I use prestidigitation to dry them off?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and do that then, now that the argument's over.
Thank you, Urist.
Appreciate it, Ernest.
Alright, just,
Hey, you're not so bad.
Let's talk about that evil god thing you got going.
Now Jackson's gonna take away your powers. How dare you dry them off?
Yeah, actually, yeah. He goes. You begin drying off for a second, and then just cold water falls down on top of you again. It seems about right, but we won't
Is
say
it
that.
salty though? It's a step up, I think.
It's piss.
the best that you can actually use prestidigitation to make it seem like someone crapped their pants. I poop his pants for it.
Oh goodness. So yeah, is there as we're trolling along down the bank, is there any other conversations that you wish to have?
Kind of feel bad that AJ's gonna have to edit all that yelling I did. Because I'm gonna be picked up on all of those mics.
Not any more than usual.
Your voice carries.
I've been watching this thing. Everyone who talks is making every one of the mics go up.
Yeah, that's how it works.
You should say it in common. You should talk about your editing process sometime. People love hearing that kind of stuff.
Yeah, that actually would be kind of cool to hear. Pretty boring. No, that's pretty cool.
No, dude, people love hearing about the creative process.
Like what kind of stuff you use and how all you go through the whole thing.
Okay. So no other conversations.
I think we said everything, unless Celeste, you got something.
Hey, Thrin, you have a bunch of odds and ends with you, right? That you carry around for doing magic?
Yes, magical components and stuff. Yeah.
Do you have any diamond dust with you? Like maybe more than you need?
No,
No?
I
Okay.
think you're going to be out of luck on that one.
Just one. I mean, you were carrying like 12,000 gold earlier, so.
Well, I'm about a lot less than that now.
Okay, I was just checking.
All right. The day passes. It's. Did we get started in the evening or?
It was morning.
Yeah, it was
morning
first
when y'all
thing in the
left?
morning when we
Okay.
left.
It is a long.
We camped right outside of the Wharf of Porcelain and then went in.
It's a long, hot day. The sun is beating down. The sickening smell of the salt water is just ever there.
You're right, it is evening because the twins made us wait until... Does anyone remember what time the twins made us wait till before they met with us?
I thought it was like 12
I think y'all
hours.
camped after that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because he changed what he looked like at y'all's camp and went to talk to Landon.
Right.
Okay. Yeah. So a full day of travel. It's the night is beginning to crest. Are y'all gonna keep going through the night? Are you gonna?
How much faster are we moving with his?
There's no need in pushing. You're going faster than you would if y'all were like using y'all sticks to.
So we're covering ground pretty
propel.
good.
Yeah, pretty good.
So technically speaking, we could be resting while he's doing that, and then he could rest.
Well, I mean, I do need to sleep sometime, guys.
Yeah, he could rest through the night, and in our shifts, we could take 2-man shifts and kind of go around the same pace, maybe a little slow.
Okay, it's not strenuous pushing. I mean, you're not rowing. You're just having to kind of cast off every once in a while just to keep yourself away from the bank and just moving. Moving
To the group, that's what I suggest. I say, all right, so I mean, all day long, Vistrid has been using his magic to propel us. So I say we sleep in shifts. 2 people wake up at a time and take one side of the boat apiece. And
Can 2 people move the boat, though? Yeah. Okay.
Well, we could technically do 3.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That would be we're awake for 4 hours.
Especially including Rask. And we could let Vistrid rest.
I mean, let Vistrid sleep the longest, and then he,
Yeah.
takes the last watch by himself.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I mean, I don't need like a full long rest. I just don't need to, be exhausted.
right, exactly. If I'm thinking about it, I mean, you and me, Quince, then Thren and Rask, and then Urist and Gillid, and then Vistrid wakes up and then when dawn comes, we're all awake.
That way we're always moving.
Yeah.
I like that.
Okay. So do you want to take first watch? You
Sure.
and me?
Me and
want
you,
it
sure.
me and you?
Yeah,
Okay.
sure. Gillard, good with that?
Yeah, let's do it.
Uris, good with that? Okay.
Thrin, you good with Rask?
Sounds good. Yes.
You keep him awake, hit him with your paddle.
Or something very loud.
All right, so everyone nods off to sleep after a while. You 2 are in charge. Give me some perception checks.
Need a hot roller tonight.
I'm not.
yeah.
I'm not a hot roller.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
my
How
second
about
8.
20? Unnaturally.
Second 8 of the night. That's 13.
20 unnaturally.
Okay. Unnatural.
Unnatural
20.
Yeah, I'm like, that's better than a normal nat 20. A nat 20.
It's rather monotonous. Just, I mean, you're trying to be quiet. Are y'all talking much?
I mean, probably a little bit. Whispering back and forth.
So Quince, listen, I know there was a lot that we went through in that conversation. I still trust Gilad. I want you to know, like, I don't want to just abandon this whole thing because I think we're doing the ultimate good. I just think there's a standard that we got to hold ourselves to. And I think you are too. I think you're doing great.
I just was like I said to him, you know, I mean, he's smarter than I am. I understand that. But we're also good at stuff. And I just don't want to ruin stuff because we're not working as a team, you know?
I get that, yeah.
And yeah, of course, I trust him with my life. He's our strongest person.
It was pretty nice to push him in the water, though. I felt really strong when I did that.
I wish I had got to push him, and I didn't expect him to do it.
Oh, you would have done it. You could have totally just absolutely thrashed him.
I wasn't ready.
Anyway. Anyway, I know that we're in this for the good. I know everybody is. It's just what is good. That's the thing. Everybody's asking themselves. But anyways, that's enough of that negativity. What's Galeport like?
Oh, it's great. It's beautiful.
Yeah?
Amazing people. Talented people. Everybody dresses nice.
Oh, no.
People are a little snooty, but it's okay. It's all fine.
So am I going to stick out like a sore thumb in my
Overalls?
in my overall?
I can dress you up a little bit, Gillard. I mean, Buck, we'll get you some clothes.
All right.
I know some good shops. The food is great. I know a few people.
I'm ready to see this place. It'll be great.
I didn't expect you'd ever be there. I didn't think I'd ever get you over here.
I never wanted to be over here, but here circumstances change, so here we are, you know?
It's like the center of the universe there. It's great.
Oh no, that sounds awful. Does everybody think that?
Yeah, probably kind. Yeah.
All right, great.
There's just a lot going on.
All right, well,
While you're talking, Quincy, just kind of scanning everywhere, and it's pretty dark out. There's a lot of stars out, and it seems like you see a patch of stars just moving, kind of following you, kind of blinking.
Following?
Yeah, moving along with you, above you. Just a section of stars that seem to keep up.
Are they in any kind of shape, like a constellation?
No, not in a constellation. It's just a patch of stars that seem to... They cover other stars, and then when it moves out, the stars behind them are there again. You kind of rub your eyes, and the anomaly is past.
I think I'm getting tired, Buck.
yeah, it might be getting that time.
I'm seeing things.
What are you seeing?
Some stars moving, almost.
Oh, well, at least it wasn't an aboleth. Stars moving?
Yeah, I don't know. I think my eyes are crossed.
Yeah, I mean, I can't even... I mean, you see how many stars there are. I couldn't tell if any of them were moving. There's too many. That's... Yeah, no, you're tired. That's all it is.
That's definitely all it is.
Yeah.
Okay. Y'all's watch and work is done. Who's next?
Thren and Rask.
Thren and Rask? Okay.
Thren, keep an eye out. The stars are moving.
The stars are moving.
Just pay
Hey, I
attention.
saw that one time. The last time we were out, when we were heading back, I saw a bunch of the stars moving at night. That was just because of these eyes that I got.
Well, was it doing it all the time, or what?
No, it's just like one patch kind of just followed along on...
And you never said anything about this.
I just thought I was tired or something.
Hopefully that's all it is. Maybe a little seasick. I don't know, Thren. Eye on the sky. I'm going to sleep.
All right. I'm gonna keep a lookout for this
Makes me nervous.
patch of stars.
Wake us if anything comes up.
Will do.
They got pretty loud earlier, didn't they?
Yeah.
Is Quincy mad at me?
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah.
What did I do?
I wasn't in there when he broke the stuff, was I?
You knew though.
Okay, yeah, I didn't hear you.
We all heard the gong, and we all know what the gong does.
I think it was whenever you used your magic in there to break up the establishment.
Oh, and I did this?
Don't.
Does he?
Just kidding.
Okay. Yeah, I wouldn't do that out here, especially on this pile of sticks. Wouldn't want to do that out here.
Everyone likes it when I do that, usually.
Please don't do it out here. Did you hear what Quincy and Buck were talking about? The floating stars?
Yeah, I was just talking to him, and I've seen that before. I remember. It just happened. We just talked about it. I saw it the last time we were out here.
Yeah. I wonder what it could be. I'm gonna roll like a perception check and just kind of look around. That's not good. That is a 12.
Looking for it, you feel like every star is moving. Kind of paranoid about it. I don't see it right now.
What if it's not the stars that are moving, but us?
Well, Copernicus, the early days.
I'll just sit and watch around, I guess, on the water, see if I see anything moving around out there.
Hey, Thrin,
Yeah.
do you believe in the gods?
I do. I mean, from what I've seen of Buck's abilities, I would say that there's definitely something out there, because I don't see anyone else using magic like he does.
You don't think he's faking it?
No.
So I've been looking for the gods for a long time. Are we going back to the academy? Didn't Gillard say he's wanting to go back?
I think he was wanting to go back, yes. I don't know if that's exactly what we're planning on doing. I think we might have to talk about that when the morning comes.
Okay. You need to try to be quieter. You're going to wake everyone up.
Just keep your eyes peeled.
Will do, buddy.
Can I roll a perception check? Just look around on the water, see if I see anything moving around out there. That's another 9. That's another 12.
The porcelain sea. You're close enough to the bank that the waves are kind of trying to push you all over, so you're having to fight pretty hard. But there's just nothing. The milky whiteness of the water you can't hardly even peer through very deep, and you're not seeing anything in the pitch black, even with your night vision or your dark vision.
I'll just I'll go to like the front part of the boat and just watch.
Okay. Well, that's the end of those two's watch. I guess you'll probably stay awake though, won't you?
I'll get 4 hours of sleep or something.
Next up is Urist and Gillard. Yep, if y'all are not wanting to have any conversations, just go ahead and give me some perception checks.
Well, I was actually going to ask him. So,
Yeah, I'm down for that.
you still have you talked to that god of yours anytime soon, or since Derry?
No, not really. The last time was in Derry.
Okay. Do you feel it's reached out to you any connection since then?
When I tried to get Quincy to attune to that battle axe, he he seemed to approve quite a bit, but that makes me worry even more because I don't think he wants us to succeed, and I don't understand why.
The battle axe y'all got from the armory of the academy?
Right, I think
I've always wondered what that thing does.
I think I could help with it somehow if there is a problem.
With the battle axe?
Right. If there's some kind of issue with its magic.
Oh, okay. You weren't just trying to, screw Quincy over?
No.
Oh, okay. Because that would be very suspect of you, your possibly evil god, if you cursed, one of our fellow party members.
Yeah, I don't think he's terribly pleased with me right now since I didn't attack you guys in Derry.
Oh, your god?
Right. That's why he sent my father instead.
Yeah. Well, considering you and him seem to be joined by something, I'm not going to decline interaction with him, but obviously be careful.
Right,
because
of
it's
course.
put you in a really bad place with pretty much everybody around you for the most part. So,
No kidding.
For your for your own benefit, I would you definitely need to know more, but just be careful. Is my take from this, because I've lived around bad people for a long time, so I know what it's like having that evil presence all 24/7 nonstop.
Was yours ever supernatural though?
I mean, well, yeah, Victoria was pretty crazy and evil and supernatural herself, but no, I've never had like a direct influence on me like what you're dealing with. I just mean the presence of evil has been around me for a very long time since I took on that mission. So I have a general understanding of what you, maybe not exact. I've never dealt with gods. Honestly, it doesn't bother me too much that I haven't. Just, but who knows? I lost my memory when I was some years back, so maybe I did run into something bad. Who knows?
Have you ever had any kind of flashbacks of before?
No, just the one from the horn, just the one with the fight with your father. By the way, I hope we're okay. And I know I knocked you out there, and
I understand.
yeah, I just your father's death it was a necessity, but I can understand if you don't necessarily fully agree with me on that because he was your father.
I wish I could have talked to him one last time. Maybe gotten to know why he was what he was, but
Yeah. Well,
so be it.
You said that him and Jax were all connected, right?
Well, I mean, apparently he interacted with Jax as well. He and I fought, and he beat me. And that's how he appeared there.
Well, we beat him, so I guess you won in the end.
Well, what's done is done. I wish I could have been there to help.
Yeah. Well, it's all right. We'll just keep working, just keep making those strides forward, and we'll get your name cleared, because I don't know. It's hard to say. I don't really feel like any of the what happened at the Inkling was your fault, but we'll just be open about what's going on with Jax, and I don't think there'll be any problems. But just remember to protect yourself.
Right. Thanks, Gillard. I guess, should we roll our perception?
Give me a perception checks.
Nat 20!
Ooh.
After 20! Woo!
I got a 5 plus 3, 8.
With 25 perception.
5 plus 38.
No, I got 5 plus 3, 8. I wish it was 5 plus 30.
Okay. I heard it again. I was like, 5 plus 3, 8. Equals 8. Gotcha. Okay.
Sorry, I was.
20.
That conversation just put him in a bad mood, but I'm just like, I'm going to give him good advice, and I'm just like, sharp as an eagle.
Well, unfortunately, there's nothing to see.
I don't see the stars. Oh, I guess I don't even think they mentioned
Oh, yeah,
it.
the stars are out. Stars are out there.
They're beautiful.
Yeah, they're looking good.
Man, you don't get stars like this in the academy. Stone wall, stone ceiling. Yeah. All right.
I like that star. That is a nice star.
That's a nice star.
It's like, are there any donkey stars up there?
That's the twin moons.
What about that big one?
Big one right there.
That's the moon.
All right.
Hey, Vistrid. I think he's out, Urs. See if you can get him up.
I use prestidigitation to
What? Huh? What?
Vistrid, did you have an accident?
This hasn't happened in a while.
I use prestidigitation again to clean them up.
For a second, you felt pleasure in the back of your head, and then immediate anger.
No, that was at the forefront of my mind, and then the anger was at the back.
All right, the day is, the sun is beginning to rise. As you're heading south, it seems the sun is darker, a redder color than you're used to, and yet colder.
The sunrise is red. Blood has been spilled this night.
Lord of the Rings.
Wales.
Sorry.
You all
Red sky
begin
in the
to.
morning, sailor's warning.
You all begin to arise.
I'll go back to shape watering the back of the boat to propel us forward.
I'm gonna prepare with my half a sack of flour. I'm gonna. Oh crap! We don't have any fresh water. Never mind. I was gonna try to make some breakfast biscuits, but
How are you going to heat the water, or how are you going to heat the bread?
I was gonna use one of Rask's lenses to direct the sun.
Maybe ask Brent if he's got any fire magic to I don't know. Getting the salt out of the water is a tough one.
Well, the first ingredient I was looking for was salt, but it's not here. Never mind. I was gonna piecemeal it together from there, but it's not.
Vistrid, can you do something with the water?
I can have up to 2 effects of shape water active at the same time. I can pull fresh water out of the.
That's just as good as purifying water. It's just like a second level spell.
I don't know if he's pulling fresh water out of a body. I mean, it's probably
you can
still
pull fresh
like
water out of what?
Out of the lake, out of the porcelain
And
sea.
it turns it fresh?
Yeah.
there's basically more salt in the water now that he's pulled a little bit of fresh water out. So it's just fractionally, infinitesimally more
Like
salt.
the number of ways you can use it. Yeah, honestly, it's overpowered.
You kind of describe how you do it.
I full-blown Katara water bend it.
Okay.
Just reach over the side of the boat and like pull up an orb of water.
Okay. The orb of water is still milky white and seems to resist your magic.
Well, I mean, this isn't very powerful magic. It's, I could do this all day, so I guess I can't pull fresh water out of this.
Don't have purified water. I have I have to prepare. Never mind. I'm not trying to gunk us up with preparing spells and everything.
Boy, I'm hungry. That salty fish didn't really hit the spot.
I mean, if you're like starving, I could give you a berry that would help.
I'm not starving.
Good, because I really didn't want to cast it.
You know what? I will prepare for the day. I'll give up one of my other first level spells.
Heroes Feast.
First level, Divine Favor,
First level Hero's Feast.
because that's I usually keep that one. Wait,
What's Divine Favor do?
He's giving it up.
yeah, I'm giving that up to do Create or Destroy Water.
Gotcha.
Oh wait, no, that's one that I always have prepared. Crap. Sorry.
Come on, cleric.
Shut up.
All we need you for is heals anyway.
Why are you even talking?
Guiding Bolt. For the day. I'm replacing that with Create or Destroy Water.
Okay. Thought you always had it prepared.
No, that's Divine Favor and Shield of Faith. I always have to have those prepared.
That's part of your.
Yeah.
Class.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
And I have cooking utensils, so I have like a mixing bowl, so put that in there.
And what are you doing? You're creating water?
Yeah.
Okay.
Make up some biscuits.
I can help you start a fire.
That'd be great. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Buck, where did you get the water?
You know, dang it! I forgot I have to roleplay this part because that's. I felt this extreme need for water, and Vistrid.
I felt that too. It's called thirst.
I mean, no. I just as Vistrid was trying to, magically pull water. I had this surge of feeling well up in me of extreme thirst and extreme want, and then I felt like it was something.
You peed in the bowl, didn't you?
Rask. No, I didn't pee in the bowl.
I've had to do that before too.
To make bread?
To just get something to drink.
Oh.
Makes sense.
I've heard that's not very hydrating.
You do what you have to do.
Actually, I think Ras also has shape water because of his monk, so he could have sterilized it and drank it.
I heard of this bear doing this one time. His this bear, his last name was Grills, and he did that all the time.
Dadgummit.
Disadvantage.
But I felt that it was. I felt that it was something that I should try. So I tried it.
So you brought it out of thin air? Or what?
It was. I mean, I felt. I wanted to get everything ready. So I've got my mixing bowl here, right?
Yeah.
And then I thought to myself, if I'll step out in faith, I'll have my bowl ready, as if I have everything ready. I put my flour in, and as soon as I put my flour in, the water made itself proportional to making biscuits.
Wow. That is impressive.
It is impressive. I'm impressed with it. I mean, I didn't expect it at all to happen.
But you did because you did it.
No.
You said you did it in faith, but you didn't expect it?
I mean,
It's pretty faithless. But apparently not because it worked.
dang it, that's so spot on.
Anyway, get the biscuits going.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, we don't have to have a crisis of faith here.
Where are we getting the wood from for a fire?
How fast are we moving? Enough time to jump off the... Oh, wait, are we that close? We're not that close to the...
Not that close, no.
Are we close enough that I can use Mage Hand and reach over and grab branches?
Maybe.
Okay, I'm gonna try doing that.
Give it a shot.
Sure.
You can try anything.
I'm gonna try doing that.
How far do you reach?
30 feet.
No, you're
Not that close.
Okay. No.
Okay.
Will 30 feet reach the bottom?
I could help with that too. With one hand, I'm shape watering. The other hand, I produce flame.
No, we need something to burn.
Yeah, we need something to produce the flame upon.
You would need
I can hold the flame for 10 minutes.
Okay, so you're just holding it...
So I could hold the flame under the...
All right. Okay, so I'm...
Yeah.
I'm doing out the lumps of...
Like, I don't know if the boat starts turning sideways or something.
I'm putting out the lumps of dough on like a makeshift baking pan in my cooking utensils, and I put it in his hand.
Yep.
You better be able to bake this in under 10 minutes.
About. Maybe a little doughy, but yeah. Working together, y'all make some fine tasting biscuits. We just role played biscuit making for about 20 minutes there.
Again, I can only hold this for 10 minutes.
All right.
Good biscuits, Buck. Vistrid, you too.
Thank you, Vistrid.
Sous Chef Vistrid.
Thank you for the biscuits. These are very good biscuits.
Thank you.
They're divine.
What he didn't tell you is from the water that was created, all of you are blessed now, right? Dang it.
Seth can just be the new Kyle, the new Rask.
I mean, that's spot on.
So spot on.
It's spot on.
All right. What's the plans for the day?
Paddle.
I mean, yeah, we're
How
moving.
far are we from anything? I mean,
Okay,
like,
you're going to know this because you've staying at the academy. If you wish to go to the academy, you're going to have to miss the first junction. I don't know if y'all still want to go to the academy, but y'all talked about it. The first branch off of the sea going down a, what'd you say, a lock?
No, he said
it
it.
was a sound.
A sound.
Actually, a sound.
Oh. Well, okay, just
I mean, I know
the
it's
kind of
brackish
river.
water.
It looks like a river to me.
Yeah.
The first river, yeah, the first salt river that leads off goes to Galeport, but you'd have to miss that one and go to the second one to make it to the academy. So be out of your way, but
We heard from town that it was in disarray, so we can skip it because time is more important to us right now.
You sure?
Yeah. Just hearing that it's like not not in good standing is fine. I think we would have been more. We would have been more aware if it was in full operation.
Oh,
And-
Thren, did you send a message to Dalinar?
I did.
Did you say that we tell him that
Yesterday.
we were on our way?
Yes,
Okay.
I did. Did you do that? That was right before I made the deal with the boat.
Yeah, but did you tell him we had gotten a
No,
boat?
I did not do that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you might ought to let him know we're on the water now.
Okay, I will send him a message then. Since it is a new day, I'll do that. I'll just.
I'm on a boat.
I'll say that Dalinar, we managed to procure a boat, and we are on our way to Galeport, and I'll leave it at that.
Quickly, words appear on the paper. It says, moving fast. Much appreciated. Things are handled here. We're about to head back to the caves and try to get the last of the people out.
I'll send him a message, and I'll ask any news of the Coven yet.
Yeah, I sent a couple of guys out to look around that area that y'all described, the hut. They never found anything. They searched for a long time, but couldn't find any such abode.
Well then.
Just write crap.
Well, gosh dang it.
Dadgum, guys.
I'll write, maybe they're hiding it with magic.
Go on and say it. Maybe your guys suck.
It's possible, but I really can't afford to the manpower to keep looking, so we're just going to have to keep our eyes everywhere, I suppose. Good luck down there. Keep me informed.
Will do. All right, will do. And then I'll close the pamphlet.
Anything anyone wants to do as the day progresses?
That's what, when you were explaining what we were doing yesterday, we were mostly just letting him move the boat with water. Can we, or while he does that, to give us even better speed? Is there any way we can move faster for the full day?
Y'all were having to use the sticks as kind of just guiding at that point. He's moving you fast enough that you're really not propelling too much with the sticks at this point. You're making better time than you would have, though.
Right.
So I wanted to talk to Gillard and Quincy and everybody. I mean, just kind of party meeting. I know Gillard was talking about wanting to go to the academy. Is that? I mean,
Oh no, I heard while we were still in the wharf, it was in disarray from, I don't remember who now. Was it Diggory?
Diggory.
Yeah, I think Diggory mentioned it was in disarray, so that's good enough for me. We can bypass that for the time being, and if we happen to come the same way back, we can check in on it if we have the time. Right now, I think it's more important for us to move fast.
all right. I mean, I understand that, and what I'm suggesting here. I mean, would it be a problem if it is operational?
Yeah, because the king will start creating more troops from there. It actually, if it is operational, it's even more important that we take down Bathory to start to secure this. What is this? A region? Mm-hmm. This region, the Vale Coast.
So even if it is operational and that information is outdated, because that port town hasn't been visited in a while.
Well,
But even if it is even if it is functional, it's still better to go after Bathory.
yeah, it's definitely better to go after Bathory, but also keep in mind they've already received word of things happening in Hornbeam Forest.
Uh-huh.
If I imagine from my time there, if the academy was operational, they would be funneling new troops through the Wharf of Porcelain, headed to Hornbeam Forest to resecure it. So the fact that there's not been a lot of foot travel headed there, and we haven't seen any barges or anything coming from there, because we're going the same way they would go. That kind of tells me, I guess, reaffirms to me that it's most likely, at the very least, in disarray to the point they can't put out more troops. I mean, I think we killed every warden except for me and Bryce, and Bryce definitely can't run the place on his own right away. So yeah, it's right now. It's definitely, our focus should definitely be on Bathory, because she could definitely get that place back up and running much faster than Bryce or anyone else could.
The aboleth in the waters could be keeping people out too. Keeping it around might keep the academy out of commission for a while longer.
Speaking of this, I mean, I know he talked about it a little bit, but what, I mean, if we ran into one of these things, what
Don't even talk about it, Buck.
do we know what to expect? I mean, what are we looking at? How to, if we were ever put in a pinch and had to go up against one?
I don't think any of you knew what an aboleth was.
Okay, no.
Just the tale that he was telling.
Ancient sea creatures.
Yeah, I mean, if we run into a big nasty creature trying to take someone off the boat, yeah, we'll kill it.
All right.
I mean, if our tale is to end at the hands of an aboleth in this stupid sea, then I don't really see where we could have avoided it without going some crazy path out of our way. So I guess, yeah, just like I said, that's why we'll keep people on watch, and don't let anyone get taken.
All right. Then I guess we're going. We're still scooting.
Skip Academy and keep on going to Galeport.
Before 3 or 4 in the afternoon, you find that first river area that leads off towards Galeport, and you kind of angle your way down and
Turn left and go down it.
yep, turn right. Yeah,
Actually, I think it would have been left because then we do this.
no, it's
Left.
right.
Yeah, I thought we were like going east and then south.
Oh, is it a split?
You are not going east. You are going west.
West? We're going
You are going southwest,
southwest.
and now you're going just pretty much directly west at the moment.
Would I know how far it is from this point?
Yeah, it's well, in a boat you would know it's probably another 2 days from here.
And we're definitely moving slower than a boat.
Yeah.
We're just now getting here. It's going to take forever.
I'm sorry, I can't push water any harder.
And it's not your fault, Vistrid.
Well, I guess.
I'm getting sunburnt.
Yeah.
No, you're not. The sun is not hot enough to burn you at all.
It's not hot enough to burn me?
The sun's
today-
not bright enough.
It's actually much colder today than it was the day before.
I'm freezing to death here.
Is it like fall? Early
It's getting close to winter,
Okay.
All right.
but the sun is visually different looking today. Just seems darker.
All day it is?
Yeah,
It's just been like a dark, deep red, or I mean,
not
orange.
a deep red, more orange than yellow.
Gotcha. Huh. Oof.
How deep is the water here in this river?
Here, in the river, 15 to 20 foot at times. It's much. You're closer to the edges as well. It's you're having to go right down the middle, and you're barely like 2 barges could meet head on, but you'd barely squeeze by.
I want to use one of my wild shapes to summon a wild companion, Hunter Shark.
Okay.
And have him just
There is
go.
no animals in the water.
This creates.
Oh, it creates an animal.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's actually a fae.
Okay.
And just have him go up ahead
Okay.
and see if there's anything up ahead
That
of
uses
us.
a wild shape.
Yeah, I can spend one of my wild shapes to summon wild companion.
Okay. To summon, it's a fae. Okay.
Yeah, it's fae.
Gotcha. All right. Cool.
It's the hunters don't like when their pets die solution.
Okay. Yeah. A shark kind of leads off, and you can see its fin just slicing through the water. How far ahead of it are you wanting to send it?
Far as it can go.
I mean, it can.
We're talking probably about
Do you
60 feet
see
a
through
second.
it, or what?
I'm double checking that. I don't remember.
They probably got a swim speed of about 60 feet per turn. Swim speed.
Y'all are moving about 35.
Yeah, that's my speed.
They were going.
6 seconds.
No,
I'm sorry. Yeah, every 6 seconds. I'm sorry. Yeah.
It's a little faster than a movement speed.
Now that we're on the river, does it have a current? Are we go against the current?
There is a bit of a current now.
Are we with it or against
You're
it?
with it.
Okay.
Awesome. So we might be going 37. Let's do some calculations just to see how fast we're going.
When I was a sorcerer, I used to use Pythagorean theorem. Every time I was up,
Yeah.
I've been like, how far out? And then
You'd have to figure the hypotenuse, yeah.
And they said geometry would never be applied in real life.
Let me tell you though, that Pythagoras.
we have a teacher at our school that wanted to buy Angry Birds, and we were like, why? And she explained why it was used for geometry with angles and arcs. And we bought Angry Birds
Yeah,
for
definitely.
her. She made a great
She just didn't want to teach her kids.
Everybody loves Angry Birds.
Oh, because it's the same as Find Familiar.
That's how it works.
Yeah, that's why I can't find it. It just says it's the same as Find Familiar.
But there's not a hunter shark Find Familiar.
Yeah, well, he can if he can summon it.
Is it anything like a
And
reef
it
shark?
works just like.
Okay, but you like Find Familiar, you can see through it and stuff.
Yeah, it's Find Familiar.
Okay.
So I can see through it?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I'll go.
That sounds like an OP Find Familiar. You get a freaking shark?
It doesn't last as long, does it?
No, it only lasts as long as I could hold Wild Shape, which is
An hour?
my Druid level.
Is it your druid level, or is it just set? Because level was more of a Pathfinder thing.
This is clear.
It's fine. Looking through the shark, you don't see any wildlife, even in this river area, and the path ahead is clear.
So there's nothing? Okay.
So it's sacrificial shark.
Half Druid level. So
For a
it lasts
number
for
of
3
years.
hours.
Oh wow.
So there's nothing up ahead. Keep going.
End of the day? At the end of the day, I'd like to expend another spell slot to create water in... I guess in this bowl that I have, I'll wash it out with salt water, but then I dump it, dry it, however I can. But I create fresh water in it and get everybody's canteens full. And then, I guess...
I thought I was going to have to pee again. My man taking care of me.
But, if there's any left over, just leave it in the bowl. I don't know if there would be, because it's got, 7 people or...
I want to say create water can create a crap load of water if you go to its full volume.
Right, I just don't know if I have anything to create that volume. And, it's not like I can create water
It
in
just comes out of your finger.
multiple skins.
It just comes out of your finger. It just comes.
That's a faucet.
Everybody gather around!
It's like, do you remember? Hey, do you remember Scary Movie 3 that we pee out of our fingers, and then one's got their finger in someone's mouth? He's like, oh.
So many urine references tonight.
There is.
Gross. Anyway, yeah, so, yeah.
Everyone give me a perception check. The sun has passed down.
Nat
and-
20.
Nat
Okay.
1.
Nat 1.
17.
Natural 20!
Looking out past Buck as he's filling up everyone's canteens, you see a cloud of darkness about 80 foot in the air just coming in incredibly fast speed.
Right at us?
At least over you. It doesn't look like it's going to make contact because it's so high.
But
it is moving.
And it's moving toward us.
Yes.
All right, yeah, I pointed out to the... guys, do you see that?
Can we see it now?
Yeah, as he points it out. Which, it's getting dark. It's about twilight.
Does it look like a storm cloud or like just a black blob?
Darkness that is... you can kind of see the purplish haze of the sky is being hidden behind it as this thing is just streaking. Stars that are beginning to come out are being hidden behind it as it flies. And it's in a massive...
I don't think that's a cloud.
Do you think we need to Do we need to, for lack of a better word, pull the barge over and take cover?
How far away is it right now?
He said like 80 feet, I think.
But
Oh wait, it's 80 feet high.
Yeah, it's actually centered on top of you, and is slowly spinning around you.
Ah!
Oh, it's over us now?
It's over you.
Thren, what is it?
I don't know what it is.
Vistrid, any phenomenon you've ever seen?
No?
Is it making any noise?
No, it's too high. You don't hear anything.
And it's just sitting there now.
It's not sitting perfectly still. It is kind of circling it.
Oh,
You
but
see-
it stopped over us?
Yes.
Oh, this is bad.
Oh great! And I just used 2 spell slots to create.
I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it.
You also don't have guiding bolt.
Did you plan this?
Nope.
Because that's the whole reason I did. I was like, oh, I'll just burn this one, and then tomorrow I can wake up, prepare guiding bolt. I'll be just fine.
I need everyone to give me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh no!
Not that die. Not that die. No, not that die.
Oh, this one's not hot.
Okay, that's not bad.
Oh crap.
Oh my gosh, 7.
Natural 1, dude.
20, not natural.
Unnatural 20!
Not natural.
I gotta
We only have one person who's above 16.
Yeah.
Okay.
Correct.
Great. We're dead.
We can retcon this.
I can't find a hot die.
Oh, inspiration.
You using one of your inspirations?
Inspiration! Inspiration! Let's see here. Come on.
It's the same.
Yeah, let's go! 18!
19!
You really have to?
Oh, it's even worse! I'm a 12.
Hey, good call though, Gillard.
Yeah, that was great.
Okay, everyone's inspiration is gone now.
That's exactly what he was hoping for.
Screwed.
Okay. An affected target can't take reaction and must roll a d10 at the start of each of its turns to determine its behavior for that turn. Okay.
Son of a gun. I'm glad I didn't get that natural 1.
I guess let's go ahead and roll initiative.
Oh boy, we're fighting a cloud.
Oh.
All right, you rolled good in this a second ago.
I gotta roll the pink one. The pink one's the hot one. That's cocked. This thing is not
hot
level. Oh no. I should have taken the cocked roll. Oh gosh. 7 for me.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
We'll be alright.
Yeah, it's all right.
You wanna
All
roll
right,
my
25 to 20.
I'm good.
25 to 20. 20 to 15.
19.
Okay, who has the higher dex?
What's
My
your
dex is 16.
Mine's 17. So we have the same modifier, but
Yeah, but you go first or whatever.
well, I mean, going
what you
first
wanna
or
do?
last, the cleric. I mean, that's kind of what the cleric wants to do.
Yours
After
is
everybody-
still higher.
Huh? No, that's what I'm saying. No. I mean, we're good. I'm
Wait,
going
yeah,
first.
does he get
Yeah.
to choose or does he just go first?
He goes first.
Okay.
He has the 17. That was 20 to 15. Anyone else? 15 to 20? 15 to 10?
10.
I have a 0 dex.
I have +2.
Okay, so Thrin.
You're a fighter with no dex.
Because I wear heavy armor.
Gotcha.
And then Gillard. Okay, 10 to 5.
7.
9.
What is yours?
7.
What is your dex?
What was yours?
9.
16 plus
I got
3.
Oh, God.
16.
Oh, someone else had us, so.
Yeah.
So it's like,
So basically, if we looked at this differently, you know,
That everyone? Okay. Buck, did you pass yours? You did, didn't you?
yeah, I passed it.
Okay. You see this cloud circling above. Not a cloud, a darkness circling above.
All right. I pull out.
what caused the saving throw?
I mean, I mean, of course, I'm wanting to arm myself, but I mean, do I see anything just like physical, something threatening, something I could shoot at with a bow?
A darkness.
Okay. Then I pull out my battle axe. I mean, I'm thinking something's going to drop
Seems to
out.
begin descending slowly.
Okay, so I'll pull out my battle axe. Let's see here.
It is coming!
The sky is falling.
Wouldn't it be ironic if all the yelling we were doing when we were arguing about if we did the right thing or not attracted something that attacked us?
Oh my gosh,
Because we were too
something
loud.
that feeds off of negativity.
You're being too loud.
A literal dark cloud.
What are you doing right now?
I'm looking. I just don't know if there's anything I can do.
Suxley Law's guiding bolt.
Yeah. I guess I mean, I cast the cantrip Sacred Flame. Flame-like radiance descends on a creature that you can see within range.
You can't see it.
Dang it. Okay, so no, can't.
The cloud's not it?
Nope.
Shoot, I'm gonna hold my turn until I can hit something.
this, aren't you? Fighting in darkness.
Well, does he still cast it?
Oh wait. I cast
You can't
light.
see a creature.
I cast light on the end of my. It's a cantrip. It's on the end of my battle axe. So I've got a lit up battle axe.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
All right. The barge is illuminated around you. Urist, you failed yours, right?
Yes.
Roll a d10.
Roll a d10.
No, on.
2.
You cannot move and you cannot take a turn. Take an action this turn. Give me a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw.
You're just staring up at this darkness in fear.
Does he wet himself?
I mean, let's see.
Roll
8 plus 3, 11.
Okay. Thrin, you failed as well. Give me a d10.
A D10? That's a 9.
Yeah, that's a 9.
Yes.
Okay, you can move and act normally this turn. So what would you like to do?
I'm going to. How close is this thing to us? Is it like directly above us?
It is directly above you. It's about 50 feet above you now.
I'm going to cast Pulse Wave.
Okay, what's that do?
Since I have a 30-foot cone,
How far?
30 feet.
Okay, it's 50 feet above you.
I thought that was like right there, above us. Okay.
I don't think it would have worked anyways, because it's got to be a creature I see.
I'll hold it until it comes down.
Okay. Gillard, you passed yours? No, you failed. Give me a d10.
5.
Okay, give 5. You cannot. You can't not move, and you cannot take an action this turn. Give me a. Oh, give me a wisdom saving throw. Both of you, give me a wisdom saving throw.
10 plus
23.
13.
Okay, your confusion is broken, and
3.
you're not. You're still affected. Vistrid, you failed as well, right? Give me a d10.
Those are sweet dice.
5.
Darn it!
Take no action.
You take no action. Give me a wisdom saving throw.
He's waiting.
For attack your friends, I'm
Yeah,
guaranteeing.
that's exactly what it is.
That's a 23.
Yep, you're
It's
good.
gonna happen to Urs, and then we're gonna have to kill him.
Okay, the darkness goes ahead, and
erodes even further.
the darkness swoops down, and it'll pass within your 30 foot.
You're probably gonna be the
It passes within your 30 foot.
I'm going to cast Pulse Wave then.
Okay.
The held pulse.
30-foot cone. It needs to make a Constitution saving throw at the roof. Anything like
Does it
that.
take half damage on successful?
Yes.
19.
19. That passes. So it takes half of 66 force damage.
6d6?
Yes.
Here, I got 5 right here.
I've got 5.
Okay, well, use any one of those I just threw at you.
Is it concentrating on the spell that's affected all of us, though? That's the question.
1. Holy
Serious?
6.
Okay. More 6s.
4.
13, 17.
17 damage.
Reduced to half.
Reduced to half.
8. 8 or 9, however the DM wants to play it.
Is the cloud concentrating on the spell that's affected us?
You are all enveloped in darkness, and you feel a massive shake as the barge kind of dips further into the water.
It's completely dark.
It's completely dark.
Can't see his light.
Cannot see anything.
Oh.
I cannot see anything now. I guess none of us can.
I guess let's go ahead and I'm not even gonna put that out since y'all can't see what it is yet. Let's go ahead and put y'all's characters somewhere that we can decide.
You want to use
some
the
stuff.
map?
Yeah, let's go ahead and use the map.
Just draw us a card and stuff.
Yeah, just make a I'm gonna say it's like a
Square. Or
3. I'm gonna say it's 9 squares. Y'all barely fit on. Well, we'll make it a little bigger.
For scale.
Like 4 squares by 5 squares or something. 20 by 25 feet.
Here, Seth. Yeah, it has to be held down. That's the only bad thing.
Here. Set my binder out. There.
Oh, yeah, good.
I just want to know what the heck we're fighting.
So I mean, right before all this was happening,
Yeah.
you were saying right before all this was happening, everybody was gathered around. I was filling up everybody's canteens except for Urist, who noticed the cloud, and we're headed west.
So put yourselves where y'all would want to be.
Where we want to be or where we think we were?
Where you are.
He's like, I'll put myself over
He's
here.
just like, hey, where's his shark?
Hey, Urist.
Which end's the back?
3
Shark's
hours
probably
in the
gone by
dark.
now.
Yeah, it's gone.
Oh,
The whole day has passed.
That'd be right at the
Yeah,
back.
you'd be. Oh well, back's back here. So.
Go get that in. That'd be right at the back.
Yeah. Okay.
Listeners, check out Tiger Skull RPG at tigerskullrpg.com and patreon.com/tigerskullrpg.
Hey, y'all are all kind of lurched that way as something lands in this area somewhere.
Like on that corner.
Who is this?
That's Thren.
So the boat lurched as something landed.
Oh, we're
on
gonna go.
something
This is
heavy?
also. We've got Kyle here as well.
Oh yeah. So one of the 2 spaces, 3 spaces this guy could get on. He probably takes up 2 spaces.
Actually, who is this?
That's me.
You're crushed as something lands on top of you.
Okay. How much damage do I take?
and are we all enveloped in darkness as well?
You might just be.
Or is it just...
You might just be pinned. Maybe no damage, but pinned. Nope.
Does an 18 hit?
Yes, it definitely hits. It wouldn't if I had been smart and actually used my bonus action to activate freaking
You can't
Blade
skip
Singer.
your turn.
Huh?
You can skip your turn. No action.
No, he held his action.
I held my action. I didn't use my bonus action to activate it though. Like an idiot.
You missed your turn.
No.
No, that was district, wasn't it?
Yeah, yeah, I missed mine. You know it's bad when he rolls in front of the table.
Yeah.
25 points of damage.
Okay.
Jeez Louise.
Who is that?
That's Quincy, I think.
Quincy?
Quincy, you're about to take damage. He's on the phone.
Well, then we'll just go ahead and say Gillard then.
Well, I mean, he's here. He's here.
It's fine. I already
That's
changed
fine. 14 missed me.
You almost got attacked. But it wouldn't have hit. 'cause you-
All right. That is its turn. Quincy, you were not frightened, right?
No, well,
Just out of curiosity, Quincy,
No, you passed your check.
oh, yeah. Well, I have an advantage on wisdom saving throws against being frightened as well, if that was for a frightened.
You're not raging.
It's a halfling thing.
Oh, is it? Mm-hmm. It was a
Brave,
thing.
advantage on frightened.
Well, then you still have a. Sorry, I should have told you that.
You
I still have my
your-
inspiration? No. Just forget
You still
it.
have
No,
your inspiration?
That's fine. No.
That's my fault. You still have inspiration.
Crap.
We can't see it because it's complete darkness.
I'll let y'all see it, but y'all don't know what it is.
It's a humongous bird.
Is it the bird from Dark Souls?
Can I
Maybe, I don't know.
tell where it landed or like?
You kind of felt a lurch from the heaviness of its body landing. You hear something, and you hear Thren go, "Ugh!"
So basically, I mean, we're really close to this thing. I mean, so it's
Rolled a natural 1 earlier and didn't re-roll it. Also have that. I don't know what to do. I'm going.
Is there a way to attack with disadvantage? Would that be a possibility in this situation?
Yeah, you can absolutely attack.
Yeah,
with
but I
disadvantage.
don't know. It's there.
You know something's there.
Yeah, but I don't want to hit Thren.
But he also thinks.
Last I knew, I was standing directly next to Thren.
Yeah.
I'll say you can hear the ruffling of feathers or something enormous moving. You keep feeling like you're falling that way. It's really disorienting being in the darkness and on this water, and it kind of all your heads begin to spin, even to the ones who are not frightened.
The mysterious strangers fight pops into all your heads.
Okay, I'm gonna slide that way on my knees, or like baseball slide that direction towards Thren.
You run into something.
That's not Thren, or do I feel Thren on the ground?
You do feel Thren on the ground.
I'm trying to find Thren, but
you
I can
feel
tell
Thren on the ground. He's kind of flailing around.
Okay, then I'm just gonna jab my spear up towards.
Okay, attack with disadvantage.
You gonna rage?
No, I don't want to do it with everybody in the way right now. Natural 1, I can re-roll that. Natural 1, I can re-roll that. Okay, that's a 10 plus 6 is 16 to hit.
You hit air. You don't feel anything.
I got another attack.
Okay.
8.
This time your spear bounces off something leathery feeling, but you don't think you did any damage. All right, back to Buck.
I'm gonna. Can I tell Thren's on the ground?
Is Rask?
Oh yeah, my bad.
Can I tell Thren's on the ground?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna say, Thren, get up! And I'm gonna bardically inspire him as a bonus action.
Okay.
In case you need to make some kind of save or something.
We'll say that he was disoriented and couldn't make his turn. I'll roll to see if he doesn't pass his wisdom saving throw. Still frightened.
Okay, so it's my turn.
Yep. You're not frightened, right?
No, I'm not.
Who's frightened still?
Me.
You two?
Us three and Rask.
Yep. Okay.
Oh,
I passed my
He
save.
passed it. Yep. What you doing, Buck?
I just lost my turn.
I heard him say, you said get up, Thren.
Thren, get up, yeah.
So I'm gonna, kind of walk in that direction, Yeah, I'm gonna walk in that direction until I perceive something, or can
Okay.
feel something. So
Yeah.
I run
You
into
feel?
it.
You run into it.
I'm gonna take a attack. Huh?
What happened to your light?
He said
The darkness swallowed.
Yeah, it's
cantrip
swallowed by
light.
the dark- Yeah. Yeah. So I'm gonna attack with disadvantage. That's cocked. So it's probably like 6 there. Yeah, 6 plus 7, 13. Okay.
Swipe at air.
Second attack. 5 plus 7. And then as a bonus attack for being a war priest, I can weapon attack as a bonus action. after
Yeah, you
attack.
can. Sure you can.
14.
I'll miss. Just swinging upwards, trying to hit something, and just not connecting.
Yeah, that's it.
Orist, give me a D10.
D10.
Yep.
There it is. 6.
You can't take any turns this turn. Any actions, and you can't move. Go ahead and give me a wisdom saving throw.
18.
Your fear subsides.
Good.
All right, Thren, you're up. You are being crushed right now underneath the talons.
Okay.
This bird that you cannot see.
Can I make a strength saving throw to kind of pull myself out? Or is it restraining me?
It's not really restraining you. It's standing on top of you.
Okay.
There was not enough room on the barge for it to really land.
Okay, I'm gonna try to stand up, I guess then.
Okay, you kind of
Okay.
It's kind of moving around, and you jump up as it takes a foot off of you.
I'm gonna need bonus action, use Blade Song,
Okay.
and then I'm going to, I guess try to make 2. I'm gonna cast Sapping Sting. He has to make a Constitution saving throw.
16.
That's exactly what he needed to make to save. And then I'm going to make one sword attack at disadvantage, I guess, set in the darkness. That's a plus.
At disadvantage.
At disadvantage. Okay, so 6 plus 5. 11.
Misses.
Okay.
Okay, Gillard, give me a D10. 4. You can't move or do anything. Give me a wisdom saving
He's so
throw.
sad.
I'm so sad. I'm still frightened. All right.
8. I'm just.
Vistrid, you're up.
I dispel magic.
Okay. You cast Dispel Magic. Nothing happens.
I can't dispel the darkness?
Nope. It's an ability, it's not a spell.
Alright, bonus action, I switch to Cave Bear.
Okay.
So there's a giant cave bear on the back end of this boat now.
There's more enemies.
So the boat.
Another big tilt this way.
Yeah.
There's another one!
Before I do it, I yell, I'm switching to a cave bear!
How will that help the situation?
I don't know, but I can't dispel the darkness!
Okay, it is its turn.
And falls into the water. Cave bears. Can cave bears swim?
Absolutely.
Any chance that it's scared of bears?
Only sea bears.
You guys hear a and the boat lurches back towards the bear as the weight has been lifted off.
Do a hell of a take thing.
And the darkness leaves.
I look.
Rask is gone.
Rask is not on the boat.
Where's Rask? Look in the water.
Would he be talking?
Wait, am I still confused?
Yes.
Did he say anything as he? Oh, because he was frightened. He couldn't say. He wouldn't have.
You guys see the darkness heading north? Yeah, north.
Like towards the bank.
Yeah.
We have to go get it.
Put it on the bank. Put it on the bank.
I cantrip shape water and push us towards
You're
the
just that far to the bank. That's the bank right there.
All right, yeah, we
You
go.
could probably just take a running jump to the bank, right?
You're a bear. You can't cantrip.
I am a bear right now. Are we still in initiative?
I'm gonna say yes just to see how long he is confused.
Oh God.
We're just
So after that turn, Quincy, it would be your turn. You see the darkness flying off and hear the rustling. You don't hear Rask.
How far away is it?
80 foot.
80.
Wait, how high up is it then?
120 foot.
It's 120 feet
Yeah,
away.
sorry. It's nighttime. It's different.
Ooh,
It's fast.
that's interesting. It's like the Black Pearl, except it's not
A bird.
Except it's not wind.
Except it's a bird.
I'm gonna jump off the boat and swim towards the bank.
Okay. You make it further than that.
Can you swim that fast?
Yes, your swim is the same speed.
is
Oh, is it half?
You have to have swimming in order.
Oh,
to
okay.
Okay, well I make
You
it
can
to the
make
bank.
it to the bank. Okay.
Okay, that's all I'm gonna do.
Buck, you're up.
Yes, swimming and climbing is
I-
half movement speed unless you
Looking
have-
around at everybody, it looks like everybody but Gillard is like about themselves. So I mean, I guess I'm trying to wake him up out of his stupor because is he just sitting there like staring like catatonic?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just trying to
He's
wake
just
up,
peering off that way at the darkness.
Gillard, we have to go. Thought I might at least give him a.
All right, Urus, what are you doing?
Okay, so I've snapped out of it now, right?
Yeah, I think
and
so.
And I see the black cloud. Let's see. How far does Eldritch Blast go again?
120.
Is it 120? You can just hit it then.
All right, cool. I'm gonna fire off my Eldritch Blast.
Disadvantage.
Disadvantage. All right. That's a 9 plus all the stuff. That's a nat 1.
You hear Rask scream.
You have multiple beams, though.
Yeah, you have multiple beams.
Okay, yeah, second beam.
The first beam misses.
Second beam, that's a 16 plus stuff.
Okay, come on.
Let's see. So 13 to hit.
Misses. At all? Just 2 beams?
Yeah, those 2 beams.
Okay.
That's all I can really do.
Okay.
Third beam's at 11.
I guess I'll move toward the bank. I'll try and like jump to the bank.
Okay. You said you can't swim very good.
Yeah, you did admit that.
All right.
I'm just wearing medium armor. It's like half plate or something.
Thren.
Yeah, but he's a terrible swimmer. He can't swim.
I cast fly, and I fly up 30 feet and fly 30 feet that way. Like I fly up and then over, and keep going. I'm going after the
15 foot up and 15 foot that way.
well, 30 feet up and 30 feet that way because it has a flying speed of 60 feet.
Oh, okay. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Cool, 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 cool.
You know, we could Pythagorean theorem this thing.
I'm just gonna go out.
Yeah, okay. You can't keep up with 120 at the moment.
Right
Okay.
triangles too, so.
Gillard, give me a D10.
3. I'm getting lower and lower. This is bad.
You can't make a movement or anything this action. Still confused. Still
Not,
frightened.
no. Bad die.
Still frightened. Vistrid.
A bunch of me use the red one next. Better switch D10s too. That one's crap.
I jump off the boat and follow him. And I do actually have 30-foot swim speed.
Yeah, you're fine. You make it to the barge and can make it a little further.
So bears can swim.
Yeah, Cave Bear has a defined swim speed.
Okay, it's turn. It dashes 240 foot.
Oh god, it's gone.
Quincy?
Is it still fleeing?
Yeah, it dashed 240 foot in the air that time.
It's gone.
And with the darkness around it, it fades into the night.
I roar as a bear.
What is the bank like? What kind of terrain?
It's kind of muddy. Not a lot of trees around. Kind of hard to step. Kind of gross. It squelches. If you didn't have shoes on, it's kind of squelch up in your toes. It's your shoes almost getting pulled off. It's difficult terrain.
What was that thing?
That's it.
What do we do?
What can we do? I mean, you saw how fast it went.
Sorry, Kyle.
Wait, hang on a sec.
Wait, are the rounds over, or are we still?
I'll go ahead and say that after a period of time that Gillard just roll some D20
Finally
for me.
snaps out of it.
Here, I'll roll both of them. Let's see what happens. My turn.
How far away can a log?
8
That you actually attack someone. An 8 does.
I thought good higher was better.
It's only me and Thrin on the barge.
And 16. I finally break out too. So I'm gonna hit you and then be like, "What happened?"
Yeah, it's only me.
This is gonna be fun.
Roll to attack.
It's, oh wait, no, it's still actually gonna be 12. I don't think 12 hits anybody. Does
Okay.
it?
All right.
So who did I swing at?
Me, because I'm the only one there.
So I swing at you and I go, "What happened?
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Gillard, what is going on?
Where's the cloud?"
It's gone. It took Rask. It's off. It's way off.
Gillard, are you okay?
Why did it take Rask?
I don't know.
Did he hit it?
Is there any? Do you know what that thing was? With Dalinar?
Was it a cloud? What did
It
look
was.
like?
There was something in the cloud. It was just. It was shapeless, formless darkness.
My last memory was Earth saying, "Look, a cloud." That's it.
There was some type of creature in the cloud, and it trampled on Thren, and then took off with Raz.
Why are we in the water? What is going on? Where did that bear come from? Someone attacked the bear!
I forget I'm in bear form.
That's Vistrid, Gillard. What do we do, Gillard?
We have to get. What happened? I'm just. I feel like let's get the barge over to the.
Get on the bank. We gotta go.
It's just
after
you
it.
and me. It's just you and me.
Yeah,
We have to get the barge over there.
We're also in shallower water. Let's just get this thing over. It takes 2 people to move it, according to Seth. So we'll get it moved over. We can't lose our ship.
Y'all running aground.
And with the 50 foot of rope, I tie it to. I mean,
There's some sparse bushes. There's not any trees, but
is there a large stone or anything?
Dragging all the
Hey.
stuff on the land.
Hey, Quincy, can we borrow one of your javelins?
Yeah.
We're javelin in the ground.
I use my battle axe to kind of drive it in a little bit more, so it's got a little more footing.
Yeah, and then we'll tie our barge off to that. And now we're blocking a good portion of this little river.
Suez Canal in it.
Yeah. All right. So, I mean, it just flew off. It's dark, isn't it?
it is night.
So
And what awful god would plan something like this?
This is what happens when you ignore my aboleth.
We gotta go after it, right?
Yeah, we have.
so basically, what you're saying is it's a flying aboleth.
You know, it'd be really nice if someone had some things over their eyes that help them see really far.
Worse than an aboleth.
It'd be really nice if they had that, so they could see really far and help track this thing.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. He's on the cloud of hell.
Let's go. I'm gonna take off running.
Wait, isn't there a way that
Can we even run straight? I thought this place was like most.
It is difficult terrain.
So I immediately stepped into a large sinkhole.
Isn't there a way that we can maybe communicate with somebody over a distance that's not dialing off through a piece of paper?
I can cast. Well, I'm not even really with you guys. Though. I'm flying.
Are you trying to keep up with it?
I was.
Because it is outdashing you, but you can move 60 feet per movement, so you can you can dash to 120.
You can Mario Kart double dash.
You can keep 120 foot behind it. It's gonna gain 120 foot on you every turn.
Yeah.
But you can keep up with it for a while.
I'm gonna try to keep up with it and see if I
Give me a
can
perception
tell
check.
where it's going. Maybe.
With disadvantage.
Okay.
Oh, because it's dark.
That's 13.
What, he can see the darkness?
That's 5.
It's darkness.
That's 8.
After a minute or two, you're able to keep up, and it's getting further and further, and you do eventually kind of lose sight of it.
But wouldn't Rask?
But you have moved a lot of ground.
Rask.
Are you going to go back, or are you going to keep moving forward?
I'm gonna keep going.
Hey, did the darkness that descended upon us, did it put out my light or did it just cover it?
It just covered it once the darkness
Okay,
left.
so it's still there. For at least an hour is the duration on it.
Rask, Fist of Four Thunders, the bird, and it drops him.
It's an effect.
We hear a gong.
They told me they don't like that spell anymore. I'm not going to use it anymore.
But we didn't know that. Right.
Okay, you're still following it?
I'm still following it.
Give me some more perception checks at disadvantage.
Not that die.
What is everyone else doing?
I picked Quincy up by the back of his shirt in my jaws and put him up on my back.
Yes! Yes!
Honestly, I've wanted you to do that for a while. You can also ride the dire wolf.
I guess we pick up Urist out of the water if he's still in the water, right?
Forgot him.
I mean the barge was about to pin him in between, so we get him up out of the water.
6. But that was the lowest. So.
That was the lowest? Okay.
I'm hoping Brent figures out where this thing's going at least.
Okay. Everyone, y'all are half moving your way through?
Yeah, we're just. I suppose.
I'm gonna be at the front with my light, I guess.
If we've all been caught up, we're going after the shining star that is Thrin in the sky.
You cannot see Thrin at the moment.
We can't see him. He's that far away.
Yeah, he's pretty far away. He's been gone for a minute or two.
Okay.
Yeah,
And he's continuing
in
on.
the direction that we saw it leave in.
Yeah.
In the direction we saw 3.
I can't see it anymore, right?
No.
Okay. Yeah.
It's completely gone. We should probably just regroup then.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to catch up with Fred.
I'm gonna turn around and go back. I'm gonna go back.
You are going to go back?
Yeah, I'm gonna go back.
You fly back. You have another 3 or 4 minutes left of your flying.
Thren, which way did it go?
He's not there yet.
I'll say he's there.
Okay.
As he reapproaches.
Okay.
Y'all are not making good time.
I lost sight of it after a while. I couldn't see it anymore. It blends in perfectly with the night sky.
It continued straight on, though. It wasn't deviating.
From what I could tell, it was just going straight from where I was flying, though.
So is it going back to the Bernheim Forest?
Isn't there a mountain in between us?
There is a mountain in between.
Is that the only thing that direction? Is there a town or anything over there that we know?
Towns that y'all know of.
So I guess we gotta head for the Lonely Mountain.
Well, there are a couple dwarves in the party.
Y'all are not anywhere really close to the mountains. Let me show y'all. Come on.
I mean,
So there's nothing we can do to see where it went?
Y'all have not really moved. Y'all have not headed back down. Y'all been just heading west. So y'all are somewhere in here.
on that straight part.
Yeah.
That's going straight
it's
west.
It's going north.
Okay. Do we need to inform Dalinar of the current situation?
Yeah, I mean, we can't leave him to. It'd be different if we knew he was dead, right? There's no point in chasing a corpse.
Oh, Rask is not dead. There's no way.
No.
I mean, we would. Yeah, he would have. The scream that he would have let out to let us all know he finally kicked it. Believe me, there's no way he would go down without that. He would gong one last time just to piss me off. Yeah, we
Someone
can't
to
leave him
distance you.
behind.
I always thought you liked that gong, Papa G.
This is. He's going to see those lost gods of his.
I mean, then as I would suggest that we tell Dalinar of the
Out
current.
of respect for the recent divide in the group that we've had, is there any vote against, of tracking this thing down and getting Ras back?
We're going to have to figure something out. I don't know.
I should have used your bardic inspiration and added that first one. I didn't think of that.
also,
you should have.
difficult terrain.
Used his bardic inspiration to get me, and I didn't do it.
Difficult terrain doesn't affect me while I'm dashing, and it won't affect Gillard either because we have mobile.
Oh yeah, won't
So we
affect
could
me
just
either.
dead sprint.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, you're right.
So those three are getting way up ahead of us.
No, he's on a bear, and the bear does suffer difficult terrain.
Yeah, do you have mobile though? Vistrid has mobile.
Yeah.
Oh,
Does
you
that
have
mean
mobile?
your bear has
Yeah.
mobile?
Mobile bear. So that means he needs to ride you. Because we can go.
He's small. He's medium.
I'm large.
Oh, can a medium?
So can medium ride large?
One size larger than that. Because small can ride small, medium can ride medium, and then I think
Medium can
I
ride
think-
medium?
You can fly, so I'm just sitting back there with my axe. Hey, you guys!
Small because gnome cavaliers are ridiculously overpowered. They'll get on a little small dog and ride around and do a lot of damage in older iterations of the game.
Well, we can't just leave Thren and Buck here.
It's okay, Quincy. Just
medium can ride large for sure.
Yeah.
I'll catch up to you.
Yeah.
All right,
No, you won't.
I will.
You can't catch up to us if we take off.
Well, we have to stop at some point. All right. Don't lose the scent. You keep going. I'll catch up.
Yeah, I'll go with Quincy. Hey, can we borrow one of those glowing sticks, or make one of his sticks glowing? Because I don't even know what we're following here.
I mean, I can cast it on anything that I can touch. It lasts for an hour.
But that's what I'm saying, and then give it to him, right?
Yeah. So I
Catch
mean,
it on my shield.
yeah, that's what I do. I cast it on something.
All right.
He's. on
Let's
his
go.
shield.
Let's go, Quincy,
So me, Gillard,
and the bear.
Vistrid. Is anybody gonna ride the bear? Urus ride the bear.
Yeah, I'm riding the bear, I guess.
So it's me and
So it's us four.
party
Okay,
on,
let's
Wayne.
go.
You're medium.
Bear's large.
Bear's large. Okay.
Bear's large.
So we can do that. He can ride.
Yep. So you're the only one staying behind. Okay.
Wait, you're riding Thren?
No, me and. Okay, we're covering some dangerous territory. We've already explored urine as far as it'll go. All right? We don't need to go any further.
Are you sure you don't want to explore it a little further with Thren?
No.
While you're
Oh my
riding.
gosh! Edit that out. My ears are bleeding.
But as we kind of start to take off, I'm just gonna kind of turn around and look at Buck and Thren and just kind of give them a nod, look them in the eye. And
So we're splitting the party.
Yeah,
That's what we got to do.
Splitting the party.
that was a rash decision. We're going.
Hey, doing it.
Wait, so some of us are having to stay behind?
These two are staying.
Yeah, we can't move as fast as you.
Oh, okay.
Don't die.
You don't say it to me?
Well, no, I was saying to both of you. Let's go.
He points at Thrin. Don't die.
I just didn't want to say it twice.
Hey, it's good to see you. Glad you can make it.
All right. So y'all are dashing. Yeah. Everyone's you're a little faster than everyone.
Not of respect.
Right.
Yeah, I can do 90.
Okay. So you're keeping ground. Okay. All that Thrin told you was to just go straight. That's all he knew. That's all, as straight as you can.
We pick a spot in the distance to run to, so we can try to keep it in a straight line.
You have dark vision though too, right?
No.
You have dark vision.
I mean, not like magical dark vision.
Regular dark vision.
Yeah.
Just bears have dark vision?
Because he's a cave bear.
And you can understand this, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
I just can't
Are
tell
you wild? You're wild shaped,
yeah,
right?
it's not
You still have. You still have your intelligence.
I'm lighting the way with
So
the shield.
he's lighting the way, and you're our best chance of seeing it. This is a crazy broken party. I'm only here. I'm only here because I can keep up.
All right, y'all running.
Yep. I got an 80-foot dash. So
And you two are sludging through as fast as you can.
Fast as we can, dashing, so 30 feet.
Okay.
Can I smell the creature? I've got
Or
advantage
smell
on-
Rask.
Give me a
Yeah,
perception check.
or smell Rask.
If only prestidigitation.
I don't think you get advantage. If you're a wolf, you get advantage, wouldn't you?
Nope. Wolf gets advantage on smell and.
But
hearing.
you're a bear.
Bear gets just smell.
Okay. Oh, it does get smell. Okay. Take
Advantage
advantage.
on perception checks that rely on smell.
Take advantage. We'll do a survival instead of perception, though.
That is a nat 20. That is a nat 20.
All right.
for you, Rask.
Yeah, there is a pungent smell that you recognize as only could be Rask.
Okay, so I can smell Rask's
Yeah.
unwashed
Yep.
feet. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm
It's
heading for it.
okay. It's very faint already, and
Something just livened up Vistrid. Quincy, let's keep up.
all right.
What's the movement speed on your bear?
He's got 40 feet.
Okay.
Nice.
And then it's plus 5 for mobile, right?
No.
Yes.
No,
Yeah,
mobile's
so it's
not.
90 feet.
You can move
dashing.
90 foot. Okay.
No,
90 feet
mobile's
dashing.
not plus anything.
So he's 40 feet.
Oh no, mobile increases by 10.
By 10?
So yeah, you're leaving me behind.
So I can do 100 feet dashing.
Okay.
I'm on top of this
I can do 80. So I'm
So I'll slow down a little bit to
Okay.
keep those two with
Okay.
me.
Okay. Cool.
And hang on, horse.
All right. Yeah. You're moving. An hour. 2. 3.
I'm out of bear shape.
Okay.
At 3 hours, I run out of wild shape.
So just out of nowhere,
Still muggy.
out of nowhere, you're down on all fours and Earth's on top of you. So you're just like, get off me, you fucko!
Would you get off of me?
So it's still just swamp. Are there big trees or anything?
No.
This is just flat ground of swamp.
Yep.
Can we see the mountains in the distance? Or
It's still dark. Still night.
Which way did you smell something?
About
Or
1 in the
which way
morning,
were you
probably.
headed, Vistrid? I was just asking that.
That way. I don't know which way
Still
was ahead.
just
Still that way.
due
Dead
north?
straight.
That way.
Dead straight.
I mean, the only thing that we can see that way is mountain, right?
You can't see anything. It's night. It's dark.
Well, the only thing I remember that way is mountain.
Right.
Hey, can I see anything since I have like dark vision?
Yeah. It's dark.
No mountain.
No, you're not close to the mountain.
I think we might need to wait for the others to catch up and regroup and tackle this.
Does anybody have a map? I mean, do we know? I mean,
if anybody had a map, I feel like it'd be either you or Quincy.
No one has a map.
yeah, I don't know.
We might should have gotten a map.
can you smell him, Vistrid? Well, not anymore. You're not a bear. Did you feel like we were getting any closer?
Gillard, did you fart?
No, that's just the swamp.
I got 10.
Can't smell.
Did you feel like we were getting any closer?
No, it was getting very, very faint. I could barely smell him anymore.
I mean, we don't even know where this thing went.
So it's gonna take them 6 hours to get to you,
Right.
if not more, because y'all have mobile. So
Oh, crap.
So we've got 2 behind us, 1 in front of us. Jesus.
I think he was going very, very fast. I don't think there's any way we could catch up.
Why did he take Rask?
Oh, and the light ran out on the shield too.
Oh yeah, it ran out 2 hours ago. But he had a scent then though, so we were just following him.
They're going twice our speed, or
They're going half.
We were going.
Yeah.
I'm going half.
twice.
Me and Thrin are heading half your speed.
No. Because, if you're dashing, you're going 30.
Yeah, that's right. And they're going
They're
90.
going 90.
So they're going 3 times faster.
It's about closer to 7.
Yeah, so it's just me and him, and then everyone else is behind
No,
us.
all 4 of you are together.
Yeah.
These 2 are behind.
Oh, okay.
Rask is not here.
Okay.
Guys, I think we need to make camp, wait for the others to catch up. I don't think there's any way we would ever catch it.
Can we give them a signal of any way? Do we have any way to communicate? Do we have a flare, any kind of light we can?
I can throw a flame up in the air.
I can cast sending.
I think.
You're not with us.
No, I'm talking to.
Oh.
Maybe see if they found anything. Because this is a slugfest.
Well, if you're wanting to catch up to him, I can actually let you fly, and I can.
That sounds dangerous.
It's not as difficult as it looks.
Well, what's easier, to fly to them or to talk to them in your mind?
Well,
I
it
want to do the
depends-
easiest thing possible.
It depends on how much you want to.
What if we can't find them when we are flying?
Well, that is true.
So maybe we do need to do the sending thing?
Well, I can only cast a few more spells of that
What
power.
just happened?
I understand. Whatever you think is best.
We're scattered. Rask is gone.
Use your best judgment.
What even attacked us? Did anybody see it?
I didn't see it.
All I saw was that black cloud.
I could smell feathers.
Like a bird?
So we got.
I don't know. It had feathers.
I cast sending.
Whatever it was.
Okay. Casting sending.
Send it to Quincy.
Okay.
Have you found anything yet? If not, have you made camp somewhere in the mire?
Hold on, I'm getting a message from Thren. Thren, come in, Thren. Yes.
Thread. Come in, thread. Yes.
Is 25?
Yeah.
That's 4.
That's 5.
Oh.
We have not found Rask. No sign of him.
14.
We'll wait for you to catch up.
Got 4 more.
Tell them I'll throw a
How are you
fireball
and
top.
Buck doing? Is everything okay?
How are you?
How are you? That's what he said. How are you?
Well, apparently they're waiting for us to catch up to them.
Oh, good lord.
Gonna take all night.
Yeah.
So,
I feel like I'm going to be exhausted.
like I said, I could let you fly.
What are you going to do?
I'll hold back for a little while, and then I'll catch up to you.
So smart.
Yeah, that isn't the smartest thing to do.
It's just 2 spells, but it's smart.
I guess, I mean, if they're still chasing, then, I mean, we've been running for halfway through the night, it feels like. So, I mean, I guess in order to make up ground, the best thing we can do is fly. Right? Just point me in the direction, though, because I'm blind as a bat. I cast light on my hammer again. I mean, not hammer, axe.
What can it do?
You can cast spells through it.
Phoenixes can carry enormous weights. In Harry Potter. That's right.
And he hasn't used his since date.
But the trick is, we got to find out what makes the phoenix cry, and that's hard.
Maybe if you turn Tyrell into an egg.
Because everybody knows phoenixes are notoriously emotionally detached.
What are y'all doing?
Alright. So what you want to do is try flying.
Yeah. Oh, all right. Give me some pointers.
I'll point off in the direction that I flew, and
Fly the other way.
and I cast fly on you.
All right. I fly in the direction I was pointed in.
You have to think of happy thoughts.
Ah, that's what keeps me. That's what keeps me going. Okay.
Thrin just gave you this fairy dust that he bought from that shady guy back in Wharf of
All right, so
Porcelain.
10 minutes. Someone do this math. 10 minutes. Go 120 foot per 6 seconds for 10 minutes.
600 seconds.
Well, the problem is we ran. Here's the issue. We ran
For hours.
80 feet for 3 hours. He's just going to end up all by himself.
Well, the thing is, after the 10 minutes, he can cast it again, and
But he
end up
won't.
right next to
Wait,
him.
are they together?
Yeah, they're together.
I'm going, and then he's coming, and then I'm going, and he's coming out.
Well, the thing is I can only do it twice.
Wait. What is
You
the-
can only cast
what is
fly
the
twice.
That's 72,000
That
feet.
gives us
What is the plan right now?
2,000 feet.
Trying to catch up to you guys.
But
No,
3
no, I'm saying,
hours of
what-
going 90 foot, how much is
So
that?
you're
I'm
carrying
about to do that. I'm just trying to keep you in mind.
Okay. How much was it? 72,000 feet? It's not going to be close.
Wait, it's okay. So it's 600 seconds, right? No,
Hold on.
yeah, it'd be 600 seconds.
For 10 minutes.
Oh no, I did that wrong. So it would be.
We're talking about 3 hours.
It's every 6 seconds.
Every 6 seconds, you're going 90 feet. How many seconds are in 3 hours?
No, you got.
It's not even close. There's really not point in it.
So it won't get them to us, but it'll get them closer.
We traveled 80 feet every 6 seconds for 3 hours. We traveled 2,400 feet.
What? No.
It was 72,000 feet for the.
That was wrong. Mine was wrong.
Oh, okay.
What did we traveled 80
It's
feet?
we travel 80 feet every 6 seconds as a group.
Okay, so in a minute you would travel 800 feet.
Right, and then you multiply that by 3 for 3 hours. Or no, sorry, I missed a multiple of 6 because I forgot.
That's
to make the hours.
144,000 feet.
Yeah, we booked it.
So we're
That's
about
not
half of that.
Divide that by 5,000.
We're about half. Oh no, we're not half
I
that.
mean, it's 27 miles.
5,000 a mile.
So that's a marathon.
Yeah. Y'all have mobile.
That's not even possible.
Y'all are better than normal people.
You full dash for 3 hours?
I guess that's 9 miles an hour is all it is.
Yeah, we're Usain bolting it.
I guess that's actually pretty
And a bear could easily go is much faster than
Yeah,
that.
there's a video on the internet of a bear like covering like 85, 90 feet in like 4 seconds.
Okay.
It's
That's
fast.
actually fairly accurate. Wow.
Yep.
We're in shape.
Yeah, y'all are. Y'all are heroes.
They don't throw out an 18 in strength to just anybody.
Yeah, I think like Olympic level athletes are considered like a level 5 character. Like that's
I think it's attributes. I think Olympic level people are like 18 strength if you're a weightlifter.
okay. Yeah.
What if I tried to carry him? Like fly, carry him.
I would allow that. But it's still not going to get you.
No, it'd be the same.
It's saving you 20 minutes and a lot of feet, but
Oh yeah, you only would go like 1 mile.
so y'all's just going to have to go all night till y'all catch up to them.
Yep.
So y'all are waiting until morning. Are y'all resting?
Every 10 minutes, I'm throwing a flame up 30 feet in the air.
Do we see anything that far away?
I'm gonna start casting dancing lights out in front of us.
No, that's as far as I can throw it. Is 30 feet.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I can throw it 30 feet.
Okay. Are y'all resting? Y'all two can.
Are we? Can we really? I mean,
Not really. Maybe enough not to get exhaustion.
Us 4?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's make a camp, I guess.
Yeah, I need to at least short rest.
You're a whiz with water. Can you pull the water out of the ground and make it tough so we can sleep?
No, it has to be a body of water.
Can you make the ground harder?
is there any
can fill it
plant
with
life
thorns if you
around at
want.
all?
Just those shrubs, shrubberies, bushes.
I'm gonna pile some shrubs up and make something to sit on.
Okay. kind of sink into
kind
it.
of like a beanbag
Yeah,
chair.
your butt still gets a little wet from the marsh, but
I'm gonna try to sleep.
We want to try to make as good of a camp as we can make in the time it takes them to catch up to us.
it's not a good camp. But I'll say y'all don't get
We
exhaustion.
have 6 hours.
You two get exhaustion.
Can we take a short rest?
Yeah,
It's enough for a short rest?
yeah.
Well, as long rest if we're not getting exhausted.
You're not gonna get a long rest. You'll get a short
Well, I
rest.
didn't lose anything. Well, I lost a bardic inspiration.
And we'll say the sun is coming up as Thren and Buck make their way over.
I didn't use anything. Need them short rest, but yeah.
At dawn, yeah.
You look defeated there, Tyrell.
You guys look. Are they coming up to us now?
Yeah.
You guys look like crap.
Y'all are just covered in mud. Yes.
Battle music is still playing though.
I would say something.
It would take them 6 hours.
I would say something back, Gillett, but I'm just exhausted.
Yeah, I understand. I get the feeling. We didn't catch the thing.
I can tell. Thren talked to Quincy last night, or in the night. I mean, it's not really last night. I don't know what my thoughts are right now.
Those level 1 exhaustion is disadvantage on ability checks, by the way.
So what do we do now?
Can we see anything more now that it's day?
Yeah, the mountains are a long ways off. You can just barely see them cresting through the haze of the morning. It is still very flat and very similar.
There's nowhere for this thing to hide in any close sight from us.
Not within close sight of you, no.
It is just a wasteland of marsh.
Yes.
Like in Lord of the Rings.
Yeah. It's not that bad. It's not as bad as, like, where the dead bodies were in the water. No,
Yeah,
not
is
that
that what they call the dead marsh?
Yeah, the dead.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take out my pack and pull out the pamphlet of sending. I'm going to send down a message. Okay. We were attacked by some strange darkness last night, and Rask was taken. I'll send him that.
A literal black cloud descended upon the party.
Do you believe him to be alive?
He was, as of the last that I saw of him, we were chasing down the cloud, and I lost sight of it. We were
Can't you reach him and talk to him?
Yeah, are we sending to Rask?
That is good. That is a good question.
If he's dead, I mean, you can try to avenge him, but it seems a waste of time. If he's alive, you must rescue him.
We will do our best to rescue him. I'm going to try to contact him now. I'm going to sending to Rask. Rask, are you still alive?
Oh my god, Thren, is that you? Oh my god, it is so bad in here. It smells.
How many of those you got?
Was that really 20?
Did I do 25 exactly?
Thren, did you get a hold of him?
He is still alive.
That's great news. See if you can just get him to say anything about where he is.
You could have used like 10 more words.
Here's the thing. We're exhausted. Are we going straight there, or can we? Is there a way that I can at least rest?
Here, take my bush chair.
You know, Rask is still just talking.
The message stopped and he just keeps going.
I'm going to cast sending one more time.
Okay.
Rask, where are you exactly, if you can remember where this thing took you?
Yeah, it stopped a couple hours ago. We dove straight down. It felt like in my gut. I could feel it. And then... Someone counting for me?
Okay, wait. Yeah. We stopped a few hours ago. Then we dove straight down. I felt it in my gut.
6 left.
6 left? Okay. Where are you guys?
Where are you guys?
That's all he's going to say this time.
How many more you got?
No more spell slots.
Just 2 screams for those last 2.
Back beast!
He's fine. We're gonna get there and he's gonna kill it.
I wonder how much time we have. He can handle himself.
So,
If we don't have the time, I understand.
how much time has passed since? Well, okay, so
It attacked us right at dusk, and it is now right at dawn.
Well, he just said it landed a few hours ago, but we waited 6 hours for you guys. So that means it flew 4 more hours straight ahead at an incredible pace.
We don't know that.
He said a
Well,
few
we know.
hours.
Okay, we know it flew for at least 4 hours more.
Oh yeah,
Then
he said it flew for hours. Okay.
Right. He said. Well, he said it stopped a few hours ago. So I'm thinking 2, maybe 3. I don't know.
Does he have a watch on him?
Is there any way we can get up high enough to maybe see if there's something over the horizon? It's got to be at those mountains. It's got to be. There's nothing else out here.
You said you... Oh, wait, I wasn't there. Sorry. I don't know.
I don't know what to do here because he could have descended in any direction.
That's also true.
He has no way of knowing if it descended straight down or at an angle. He could have descended into the mountains. I mean,
There's no way of calculating that angle.
It's not algebra in the
Can
forgotten
we use the
realm.
Pythagorean theorem or not?
That's the most advanced math in this land. Is that they just came out with it. It's been
all we're
published.
talking about.
it's the hot new math.
Yeah.
2 + 2 is 4 + 1 is 5. Quick maths.
What's the plan, guys?
How do we go about trying to find him? I don't know where to even start, really.
But we're all the way here now.
Yeah.
We spend a whole nother day walking back.
What's the worst that could happen? Our boat's probably gone. Rath's probably gonna be dead. It's just what in the heck do we do? We gotta. Oh boy. I guess we just trail forward a little while longer, and then
I say we get to those mountains.
I think we need to get. We should probably travel for today. Do you have any spell slots left?
I've
If
Out
you
of
can-
game, I have.
If you can contact Rask one more time, I say we travel today before we end off the day. He contacts Rask. As long as Rask is still alive, you don't have Scry, right?
No.
Okay. Yeah, as long as Rask is still alive, we need everyone to recuperate at the end of the night and then decide what we're going to do the next morning. But for now, I think we should just keep heading straight.
I like that, Gillard. I'm down with that plan.
If I shapeshift into a huge animal, can 2 medium people ride at the same time?
Oh, huge?
Huge, yeah.
Sure.
Okay. Guys, y'all can both rest and ride on my back while we travel.
I appreciate that, Mister.
For a few hours, anyway.
6.
6?
If I use both my wild shapes.
I don't think I'll be able to move through all this quite as well.
Yeah, I can't dash, but
He's not mobile.
So,
So- Right. So there's 3 of us.
Can they
that
get a
would be-
rest while riding on the back of a creature?
at least enough to get
Like
rid
a
of
short
exhaustion.
rest? No, that's only cured by a long rest, right? Exhaustion is.
Yeah.
And we can't hardly get a long rest.
If we move slow, can you guys make
I
it?
say don't waste your spells. I don't think it would be enough for him to.
Well, if we could move faster, it would be worth it. But I don't know how we can.
You have one that's not, so.
right without being able to carry 3 people. We wouldn't be able to move any faster because we're the only 3 with mobile.
I can only carry 2.
Right.
If we go at just a normal, if we go at you guys' pace, can you make it today?
I can make whatever I have to make. Let's just do it.
We're just gonna go slow then.
I'll go ahead and cast Goodberry, and that gives me 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Everyone gets 2.
I think 1 fills you up for a whole day, though. I think if you read the spell.
No, I'm giving these 2 to hold, just in case we need them.
Okay.
What do they do? They give you 1 HP? Or?
1 HP. If
What is it?
Good
berry. If you get really, really, really hungry, it'll keep you going for a full day. But if you're knocked unconscious, it can bring you back to just a sliver of health.
Good berry, super OP early game.
That's enough news.
So
The berries lose their potency if they have not been consumed within 24 hours.
24 hours, yeah. Okay. So everyone has 2 good berries. Don't eat them yet.
Did you? I was hungry.
Well, you're not. You now have 1.
Wait, how many did you give out? 1 to everybody?
Everyone has 2.
Yeah.
Wow.
I can
you're
create.
not gonna keep
I'm not keeping any
Wow.
because I can create more as a.
I like it. All right, so y'all are moving on. An hour passes. 2 hours pass. Give me perception checks, everyone.
Disadvantage,
8 hours of
Tyrell.
travel would give
It's
us
daytime, not disadvantage.
8 hours.
No, because we're exhausted.
Oh, okay. Yep.
8 hours of travel would give us 27 miles.
15.
Oh, okay, that's actually not bad. 14 plus
Did you say
3,
perception?
17.
12.
18.
17.
Okay. Everyone who was above, who had the 18s? Was there 2?
I have 18.
Okay. You two begin noticing straight in front of you and slightly to the left, there's a lot of mud that seems piled up strangely.
How far have we gone before we see this?
Like 3 hours.
Okay.
That tracks.
Well, that's different.
You're saying it's curious enough that we want to check it out.
Yeah, you see it ahead of you, a little bit to your left, but mostly ahead of you, and it's a bunch of mud that has been shoved up in piles around.
Hey, Vishra, doesn't that mud look suspicious?
How many piles are there?
Okay, one pile from where you can see it's kind of mounded.
Okay.
So it's still a while away. You can just barely. It's just a change in the.
Yeah. That'd
Can
be
I nature check that mud?
Once you get up to it, maybe if you wanted, or what kind of. It looks like mud that's piled. As they pointed out, you can see there's just in the distance. There's a
Distance.
yeah,
And is that the way we're headed?
straight ahead, slightly to the left.
Yeah, let's go check it out. I'll go with him since we can both mobile over there.
Okay. As y'all get closer, you see that the mound it's.
How far away from the rest of them are they?
Y'all make it there twice as fast as they do. It's
Okay,
not.
okay.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not sure I want to be too far away from
It's
it.
like
Pops out of the ground.
It's like 250 feet, and y'all get
Yeah.
It's totally going to be a Jurassic.
So you'll get there. It's about 2 meters wide and about 1 meter high. And as you get right up to it, you see that it is actually a large circle, and that it looks as if something has burrowed into the ground. And you see just a dark hole.
Does it smell bad?
I said, can I roll nature on
Yep.
this and see what it is?
Do I see or smell anything?
Rat. 9.
Looks like a large hole.
Gus, I think this is a big hole.
I want to look around and see if I smell anything because I remember Ras said it stank wherever he was.
It smells. There's a dead smell about it.
How big is this hole? Like feet across?
20,
Big enough for a huge creature?
20, 22 foot across. Yeah.
It's
enormous.
humongous. It's like a crater.
Yeah.
Can you see the bottom?
You cannot see the bottom.
This has got to be something.
Are you?
You can tell it's not like straight down. It looks like it kind of burrows.
It's like a tunnel.
You
Yeah.
see the bottom?
I've got dark vision. Can I see the bottom?
Yeah, it's right at the edge of your dark vision.
Guys, do we want to
Take a little drop.
Yeah, see what's down here?
Oh! I take out Vishra's rope and I throw it down. Is it deeper than 50 feet?
It comes loose, or you feel it hit the ground before 50 feet.
50 foot drop.
What's dark vision?
30.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You're good.
Could we like slide that? Is it nasty, slimy mud?
It's nasty, slimy mud.
Roll my rope back.
You guys catch up. Everyone else is there now, and you see this giant hole.
This rope is so useful.
It really is.
I'm afraid to go in there exhausted.
How long till night?
It's getting close to noon right now.
You got a spell slot left. Check. Yeah, you should probably check on.
I have no.
Rask.
second level spell slots left.
Oh, I thought you said you had one more.
I have first level spells, but sending second level.
Oh, sorry. I thought you said you had another sending. Sorry.
Can't do like a locate person.
I'm gonna try casting message.
I was gonna.
Down
Yeah,
the
do that. I was
tunnel.
about to do that.
120 feet. I think it's 120 feet.
20. That's what I was thinking about doing.
Ras, can you hear me?
Wait, no, good. Do it in the hole and then cast it. That's an extra 30 feet on your distance.
Well, he's not gonna like fall in or something, is he?
Well, I think you said he could slide in because it was muddy, right?
But he's also exhausted, so he'll be hard. It would be harder for him to get out of his own.
We can toss him a rope.
Yeah, I'll
Just go down with the rope.
I'll go down with him actually.
Okay.
I'll slide down with him.
Are y'all attaching the rope to anything, or
We'll hold it.
okay?
A couple of us hold on to it.
I'll help hold on to it.
now, so.
So it's not me by myself, but I am helping him
Okay.
hold on to it.
So Gillard and Thren are heading down into the.
A little ways, so he can cast message.
Okay. As you slide down, kind of holding onto the rope, you look and you see a large dark tunnel ahead of you. You can tell from your dark vision that it's probably more than 100 foot.
The tunnel is more than 100 foot. Shoot.
All right. So from down.
Wait. Can message pass through like mud, or is it like that whole like a thin layer of straw?
Yeah, it's crap like that.
A foot of mud.
It's like no
or
more than
whatever?
like an inch of.
You also have to know the direction they're in too, but that's why we were going to go at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah, wasn't it like a foot of solid stone? Or
It
like
says
a
you can
sheet
cast
of
the spell
lead?
through solid objects if you're familiar with the target and you know it is beyond the barrier.
Foot of solid
So this tunnel, like, it goes down and then it like flattens out and burrows under.
Magical silence, 1 foot of stone, 1 inch of common metal, a thin sheet of lead, or 3 feet of wood blocks, or 3 feet of wood blocks a spell. The spell doesn't have to follow a straight line. It can travel freely around corners and through openings.
Magical silence does that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going in.
No, that's message.
Oh, you said magical silence.
No, magical silence keeps it from working.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna take my shield off and sled down into the hole on my shield.
So it's me and who else holding the rope?
Well, they're on a flat part now. They're not really pulling it or anything.
No, I mean, but I mean,
You
we were
still have
holding
to
on
get-
to
You
it.
still have the rope, yeah.
Yeah, someone to get them back out.
So I'm just sitting there with a slack rope in my hand, like just totally zoned out, like,
Come on, Buck.
huh?
Come on.
Can I use entangle?
Are you yelling?
Anchor?
Kind of, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I was hollering back up to him.
Is there not anything nearby we could just tie the rope to?
That's really smart.
Yeah. Is there anything solid nearby?
Some brush. No trees. Y'all have not seen trees since y'all got into this area.
Can I use entangle to anchor the rope?
How long does entangle last?
Uh
Probably not very long. It's an intense attack.
oh. 1 minute.
Yeah, no.
Never mind. I don't think we're going to use that.
If you want to, you can.
No, I don't want to.
Druidcraft is like flowers.
He didn't even make them make a check when they were walking down there with the rope, so
It's one of the
it can't be that bad. Just try walking down it.
Well, he was talking about tying it down so we would have a rope to get back up.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, I know I can get back up, no problem. So
We're scared he's going to die in that hole if it comes.
yeah,
to getting out.
I'll go down because I know I can get back out, no problem.
If I remember correctly, rope gives you advantage climbing up, right?
Yeah.
So they would just be climbing up normal. So
Yeah.
Is everyone coming down?
yeah, that's I'm gonna yell from the hole. Are we coming down? Or are we climbing out and resting everyone up?
We're going in.
You said you yelled that?
Yeah, yell. Well, no.
Talking where we can hear.
Yeah,
It's
I
not
talk.
that
I
far
talk with a. I throw my voice. I'm a ventriloquist now.
now. Get it out.
Yeah. Are y'all coming down or are we coming out?
We're coming down.
All right.
All right.
Just throw message on a loop, and as soon as it hits him, just let us know.
I'm gonna be casting message towards Rask too.
Okay.
Thran, I'm gonna be casting message, so you cast message too, and we'll try to cast them in different directions.
All right.
I'll cast mine left forward, and you go right.
That little radio antennas.
Yeah.
I don't suppose at any point in this time I've seen anything magical at all.
Now.
Yeah.
Magic dirt.
Okay. Magic dirt. Magic darkness, maybe?
Can I make another nature check now that I'm down inside the tunnel?
Sure.
Can I see what kind of animal?
That's dirt.
That's dirt.
You see scratch
dirt.
marks, and it's been kind of patted along.
I mean, I did get a 14.
Yeah, it's something has scratched its way through and kind of
How big are the
created
scratch
this.
marks?
Yeah, large.
So this tunnel we're walking through, is it like, can we fit like 2-3 wide in it? Is it that big?
It's about 22 feet.
Across.
Okay.
I'm afraid of purple worms.
It's an Alaskan bullworm.
It's an Alaskan bullworm. It is. Roll initiative.
Let's just take Bikini Bottom and push it
We
somewhere.
had this exact conversation before in this game. That's the second time that's happened.
Why is SpongeBob so relatable? Okay. After about 10 minutes of walking, not even 10 minutes, like 2 or 3 minutes. Yeah. Y'all, Quincy, Quincy, yeah. I can hear you.
I got him.
He's within 120 feet.
Rask, we're close. We're close to you. Can you describe what you can see?
He's a half elf?
Half elf.
Do they have dark
Dark
vision?
vision, yes.
Okay.
And he has
the eyes.
Yeah, oh, he does. Okay. It's asleep, but I'm like in its nest or something.
Can you get out?
I don't think so. I've tried moving a couple times and it gets pretty mad when I do that.
What does it look like?
It looks like a crow, but it doesn't have a beak. Its face just kind of opens up and there's a lot of teeth everywhere. And it has like one eye. It's enormous.
That's the most horrifying description of an animal I've ever heard. A bird without a beak.
Do you think we could lure it outside?
It's asleep right now.
What if we were really loud?
Maybe. But the darkness is gone. I can actually see it now.
Yeah, but a couple of us still couldn't. Okay. We're gonna be there in just a minute. Get ready to attack it, or run out, or something.
Will do.
Gird up your loins. We're on our way.
Girded.
Okay, guys, I got him. He's not far. He said the thing's asleep, and there's no darkness other than the natural darkness that is surrounding all of us right now. So, Buck, get ready with your light.
Oh, okay.
And we're gonna go in, spears ablazing.
quietly. Hey, can you cast silence?
No.
God, Thrin, no.
What about a pass without trace?
You don't have any higher level
Pass without
spells?
trace?
I can pass without trace, yeah.
You can?
Yes.
3 fly.
Okay.
That's all 3 of my third level spell slots.
Okay.
I've used silence as a second level, which I've used sending I don't know how many times, including the pamphlet.
Pamphlet does not count.
I know, but I used the real sending 3 times, which is 3 spell slots of second level.
Hey, it's okay because Vistrid can put that stealthy thing on us.
But I have all my first level spells, and I have 1 4th level.
We have pass without trace.
Sorcerer.
You have 1 4th level?
I have 1 4th level.
That's what's gonna
You
do
could
it.
sorcerer those first levels in a second level.
What's something good you can do with your remaining magical power?
Are you even useful, Thrin?
like what
got
do
the
we need to
sword.
design this around? This assault around? Because I know you still got some magical power left. What's your best spell you got left?
Please tell me it's conjure nuclear explosion.
4th level Hiroshima.
Also second level.
It's super brain
You can
hemorrhage.
cast it at 4th level, and it'll be a SAR bomb.
If we get in there, we can take this thing. If we can see it, if it bleeds, we can kill it.
If it bleeds, we can kill it.
Pass without trace, we get in there, cut this thing's head off.
God,
just
are you
like
out of
old
spells
times.
too?
No, I barely use any spells.
Sweet.
Most of mine's been cantrips.
Wait a minute. I have arcane recovery as a wizard.
Have you had any short rests?
Didn't we just technically?
Yeah,
take a
we
short
took
rest
one
and then
on. No, it didn't count because he didn't change. So never mind.
Never mind.
All right.
Is a short last 30 minutes or an hour?
How long
An
were we
hour.
back there deciding where we were going to go at our little campsite?
Not long enough.
Okay.
How long is a short rest?
An hour and
Let's do it.
I don't want to think to wake up.
I'm ready.
I'll take the pass without a trace.
Pass without trace. Vistrid, let's go. He's in there now.
Are we ready?
It's asleep. It's perfect timing. It's like the academy.
Thrin.
Okay, barbarian.
You just defensive.
Are we ready?
Okay?
They have some offensive spells left.
Yes, but once they're spent, you stick with us and you don't go on the attack.
Alright.
All right? I almost can guarantee that I won't be able to afford to help you out.
Now remember, everyone's got 2 good berries.
Seth, remember what happened to Rudy?
Should we eat one now?
It's like screwed.
Just 1 HP.
It won't let us die though.
No, that's not true. No. That's if
we
you
went down.
fall. If you fall and you have a good
If you go
berry.
unconscious, someone can use it like a potion, and it brings you back with 1 HP.
Oh, I thought if you would have eaten it, it would bring you back automatically.
Yeah, we just put it in your mouth. We just clamp
No,
your
someone
jaw
else has
and
to
then-
use it.
Oh, okay.
Like,
I got you, I
Like
got
a
you.
potion.
Okay,
We have to
Just-
feed it to you like a baby bird.
Buck Thrin, just be smart. We got it. We got this.
Senzu beans are so OP.
They are OP. Full health, full
You
energy.
two, support mode.
Can I cast that?
We're attack mode.
All right, so
Pass without trace.
let's go ahead and roll initiative.
I will pass without trace before initiative.
We're just getting this out of the way.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm not
We're about
gonna.
to get attacked.
Yeah, you're not about to get attacked
Lord Almighty.
unless you are.
Oh, Tyrell's displeased again.
As long as you didn't roll high, it's
All right,
okay.
25 to 20, please.
21.
21.
Love it.
No, it's even better than 21.
Oh, don't do
22.
22.
SpongeBob again. Except that wasn't.
Okay, 20 to 15.
17.
What do I have? Oh,
Natural.
14 for me.
15 to 10.
14.
12.
That's a little better.
We have like the worst initiative rolls.
All the time.
Yes.
Yeah, Seth usually gets down to 15 to 10 before we have one.
Yeah, just start with
10 to
15.
5.
6.
6.
20 goes first.
Just save some time to go 15 plus.
My dex is 14.
So is this. Yes,
All right, who wants to go first?
you can go.
I'll go.
Okay.
Let's kill something. Let's kill this bird.
Do it.
Let's roast this turkey.
Okay.
How high is the ceiling?
How high is the
How
ceiling?
high is the ceiling?
22 feet.
22 feet.
What in its specific number?
I can't turn into a T-Rex. Gotta be 25.
I mean, he could. It would just look like an earthworm.
Did you cast it,
It
Vistor?
looked like an Alaskan.
Pass that trace?
I cast without trace
a plus 10.
before the.
So everyone's sneaking in?
Yeah, we're going.
All right, give me y'all's stealth checks, please. Add 10 to it.
Add 10. Yep.
Don't forget you have disadvantage, Tate.
Oh, yeah, that's right. It doesn't get much worse. Oh, it does get worse. Okay.
Oh yeah, I have a disadvantage. Okay, I forgot about that. Okay, yes, 7.
Hold
plus
on,
10.
I'm looking for stealth. Okay, that's 17.
17.
Rock on, Wayne.
30.
Don't move in quietly. You kind of have to turn around a corner, and you see about 50 foot in front of you. There is a large nest-looking thing with lots of this brush that has been brought in and piled around. You make out an enormous creature. It seems to have feathers on its back and chest, but its wings are leathery, as if it was a bat almost. You see 4 purple and black eggs, larger than Gillard, that is kind of tucked in beside it, and you see Rask with his eyes wide open looking at you all, kind of being pushed against some of the brush underneath this this creature.
No way Ras knows that we're here without stealth checks.
I'm gonna look at Buck.
I've got my hand on
very,
Quincy's shoulder.
very quietly. Put your light on my shield right now. Yeah.
Cast light. Well, I have to wait. Well, we're not in combat yet, so I guess, yeah, just I cast light on a shield.
Okay.
Who's first?
Ernest, you're up.
All right,
You're about 50 feet away.
about 50 feet away. All right, I guess first thing I'm doing, I'm using my bonus.
Can I talk before we start initiative still? Can I
We're
still
in
talk?
initiative. We've been in initiative, but no one's attacking, so it's free. You're free.
We're not
to
in
do
combat.
I'm still
right
free
now.
to talk?
Yeah.
Okay. Guys, I can turn into a giant snake and restrain it.
I was thinking hold actions all at once. Coup de grace.
Oh, I like that.
I like that.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I like
So
that
we're gonna sneak up on it, I guess.
But the snake thing, if that doesn't work.
Okay. Well, it'll be harder to do.
22
once
feet.
this wakes up.
If it takes 6 coup de grace, we get that.
Coup de grace is not a thing in 5th edition.
Is it not? Well,
No.
whatever. You know what I mean. We're all gonna hit it.
But we did do something like that.
If it's asleep.
Huh?
Do we all auto crit or auto hit or something?
Yeah, it's considered unconscious, so we auto crit, which is what coup de grace I think.
That's what we did to Edrill.
Yeah, that's what we did with air drill and
It's considered unconscious. So yeah, as long as we get advantage, and as long as we hit, we crit.
Okay.
So
As long as we hit, it is a crit. That's what you're saying.
As long as we hit, it's a crit.
If the glove does not fit, you must acquit.
It's almost like you're saying that if we hit it, it's a crit.
All right. So is everyone moving up to it? Give me one more stealth check.
No natural ones. No natural ones. Come on, boys.
Nat 20.
Natural
15.
Wait, 23. Is that with?
23.
That's with.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Oh wait! I didn't roll twice though because of disadvantage. That's still 15.
And that's with pass without a trace.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
15.
24.
23.
don't you have a really good dex bonus? I'm 25.
All right. You are all able to move directly up to the bird and surround it.
Is it? Okay, so this is a level surface, right?
Yeah,
We're just walking
pretty-
up to
pretty
the edge
much.
of the nest.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, before we do our attacks, am I able to use my bonus action and put my Hexblade's Curse on it?
Sure.
All right, cool.
Anyone else want to do anything to prep?
Guys, I'm so nervous right now. Like honestly,
I hold my action to attack when.
I'm kind of trying to.
literally
I'm keeping the shield like kind of behind my back so it doesn't like hit its eyes or anything.
So we're like lined up around it.
Yep, I'm gonna
my
say-
Echo right next, so my Echo can hit too.
Is anybody casting a spell besides me? Playing
He
a
just
spell?
he just cast Hexblade's Curse,
Okay, yeah.
but I mean that's just
That's
a
a skill.
that's like a self thing. Yeah.
Is Rask in there?
Oh, is that your echo too?
Rask is underneath, like pushed up.
We're just gonna say Rask can't attack.
Yeah.
Well, he can't
I
coordinate with
don't.
us.
Yeah, I don't have his. Yeah, or his paper to know how many attacks or what his
Right.
stuff
Right.
is. All right. So everyone's attacking at the same time.
Everybody's
All right.
holding their action until the first person.
We're just
until
gonna
the last
go.
person
We're just
attacks.
gonna go around this way and
And add damage up?
add damage. So
Auto crit.
We get one hit or a full action.
full action.
Sweet.
Oh, sweet.
All right. So first hit, nat 20. Jesus.
Well, I mean, it's already a crit.
It is gonna be an auto crit.
It is that's the way it's done.
like double crit.
All right.
No.
So
That's your first. Just roll to attack first.
Right, that's
Roll
what I'm
your
doing.
attack
That's what I'm doing.
first.
This is how many hits I'm gonna have. Second hit. Oh no.
Roll it.
11.
Oh, if it
plus-
hits, it's a crit. Gotcha.
Yeah.
I tried to see if that was another nat 20 before you put
Do
your
we
foot
get?
down.
It was a nat 19, I
do we
think.
get our full attack?
Nat
After-
19.
yeah.
Now I can roll high.
Hits.
Okay, so that's 2d10, and we still do the double thing. We don't get double our dice.
You don't double. You double the number. You don't.
I know. I hate that.
Yeah. Seth
then-
looks at me every time
so
because I'm an idiot. Okay. I know.
Those are my two hits. Bonus action to summon my thing, so then I'm going to have it use Unleash Incarnation, so my Echo hits once as well.
Okay.
And it only got a
So wait, is this
17. Does that hit?
is this with advantage?
That
Is that
just
why he's rolling
misses.
twice?
That just misses?
Just
okay.
misses.
So my Echo missed, but I hit twice.
Okay.
And I dealt 6,
He's rolling 2 dice.
8, so 16 plus 5 each, so 26 damage.
Okay. That all you got on your first turn?
Well, because, yeah, I summoned my Echo, so.
What you got, Urst?
All right. Urus gets to attack twice with his
You only did
battle axe.
26 damage.
Yeah, I rolled a 2.
All right. So first attack with the battle axe. Let's see. That's a
You have advantage.
yeah. So a 13 plus stuff, and then a 18 plus
hits.
stuff. So yeah, and that's gonna be.
Now roll all your hits.
Roll all your hits first.
I guess.
Roll all your damage.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, and I've got a shield, so I'm having to use my D8. I can't just two-hand it. Right.
If you wanted to use your
Yeah, I guess I
mean, you're prepping it.
Yeah, since we're just like ambushing it right now, I can.
How many attacks do you have?
2.
Go ahead and roll to see if you hit your second one first.
All right, so I got 1 hit, and let's see, 6 plus stuff, another 18 plus stuff. So they both hit.
Right, so two critical hits.
All right, first hit is minimum damage. Yeah, so that's a 2.
Look at me, Seth. I already know I'm an idiot. Okay.
Let's see. So that would be 2 plus 8 damage on the first hit.
Okay.
Oh wait, no, we also double that plus. Okay,
No.
You already doubled it. You don't.
You just double the die.
oh, you just double the die. Okay. And then second, let's see. Oh, and on that, let's see. I also want to use my Eldritch Smite when I hit it.
Okay.
I can't remember how much that does though, so I've got to look it up now. I'm
No, it's
sorry.
your spell slot. What spell slots are you using?
Oh yeah, it's a level 4 spell slot.
So it should be. Smite is 2, 3. It should be 4. It should be 4. Yeah, and he's using 4. You have 4th level spell. No, you should be using 2nd level spell slots.
No, it's 4th level spell slot. I'm a warlock. Remember, I've got 2 4th level spell slots.
Is that what level you're at right now? I thought that was much higher.
That's level 7.
Okay. Then yeah, it'd be
48.
5.
Plus your original, so 5d8 total.
5d8 total.
Yep.
All right.
Here.
Yeah. Let's do it that way.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Let's see. So
all those double.
All those double.
4, 5.
So I guess just count it. And then
7
double.
and 5. So 10, 14, 21, 27 times 2. That's 54 damage. 54 damage
Nice hit.
on that. Whoa! Right. Yeah, that's
Now
my
you're
that's my first hit. Now my second
No,
hit.
that was your second hit.
No, that was the
We did the minimum damage on the first one, and then this one was.
No, this is the Eldritch
he has-
Smite is when I hit something.
Yes, the Eldritch Smite is 48, and you just rolled 5, so that is your second hit plus
No.
the Eldritch Smite.
The Eldritch Smite should be 5. It's second level. First level is 2, and then
Is it the same as
then
the Paladin
3,
Smite?
4. Yeah. Oh no, you're right. So 4.
Yes.
So yeah, that's your second hit. One of
You
those.
can only cast it once, right?
One of those is your second weapon damage. Is what he said.
I think so. Yeah, I think.
Okay.
But let me double check that.
Actually, I think he can do a smite on every
Eldritch
hit.
Smite once per turn when I hit a
Oh,
creature.
never mind.
Okay, so yeah,
So you're good. Good hit.
54 damage.
Good job.
See,
On just
one
your
of-
second
One
hit.
of these was your weapon hit.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead,
My
Ron.
bad.
Vistrid, what you got?
Wait, what's Hexblade's Curse do?
Oh, that. Oh, yeah. That adds some damage too. a little bit.
First hit's 24.
Hits. You have it. Oh, it doesn't matter.
And 19.
Hits.
Okay. 24.
Oh, bonus to damage rolls. It's my proficiency bonus, so it would have been like another 3 damage.
So 6 more damage. Yeah, 6 more. He hit twice.
7 and 19 damage.
You doubled it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't hit hard.
Okay. What you got? Did you add the plus ones because of your magical daggers?
Yes.
Okay.
That's because you're
Yep, that's what I was
control and
using.
support.
Thrun is going to kind of reach forward and like tie up the side of his head and cast Mind Sliver on the creature.
Okay.
It has to make a intelligence saving throw.
Does it get disadvantage for this while it's unconscious? Is it all saving throws for what's your unconscious thing say?
Intelligence is a -4, so.
Oh,
13.
Well,
That
you did
fails.
take rat.
fails.
That fails. That's 2d6. That's 3 and 3. So it takes 6 points of psychic damage, and it has a d4 subtracted from its next saving throw. 4.
Max.
So 6 total?
Yeah.
You didn't double that because it's not a critical hit.
Yeah, it
'cause
doesn't
it's
matter if it's critical.
No. And then I'm going to make an attack with my sword.
Okay. You can cast a spell and attack?
A cantrip. A cantrip, yeah. That's...
Are you using green friend blade?
No.
It was Mind Sliver.
This Mind Sliver is what I use.
He's talking about on this weapon attack.
Yeah. That's a 13 to hit.
Doesn't. Alright. Quincy.
Me?
Yep.
Okay, I'm rolling with advantage.
A better option.
Huh?
I'm rolling with advantage.
Yeah.
Okay, and I still get both attacks, right?
Yep.
Okay, that is an 18. That just hits.
Yep, just hits.
17.
Uh-huh.
Was one of them a natural one?
No.
He couldn't get that.
Oh, max damage.
Max damage.
Max damage on a
15, 15 damage.
15.
15 damage.
You doubled it for the crit?
Yep.
Okay.
All right.
Are you using your harder to hit attack?
I have decided, after consulting out of game, I'm going to use that. That's going to be situational.
Does he have to say it before his
Yes,
turn?
you have to say it
before
you
the
roll.
turn.
Before you roll, you have to tell me
Yeah,
if
but
you
he's
roll.
got 3 attacks, though.
Yeah.
So he could use it on one and not the other, right?
That's what I was.
Yeah.
So it's all going to be determined on.
Okay.
If
these hit.
Yeah.
On the first one?
Maybe the first 2.
Okay.
Okay, that's 17 plus stuff to hit.
Hits.
Okay.
Come on, hit with this one, too.
Yeah, if it hits with this one, that does not hit. Good lord.
Man, that was a 1 and a 3.
Yeah, that was a 1 and a 3. So yeah, no, I'm not using Great Weapon Master.
No great weapon.
That's
No whammies.
Okay, I don't know if you want to
Reroll
count that. Okay.
Yeah.
No,
Oh, dear.
doesn't hit. So
Oh, dear.
only one attack hits.
Oh, gosh. It's okay. Buck's a heavy hitter. Buck's a heavy hitter now.
5,
Double.
10, 14 damage.
You did less damage than me. That's terrible.
Yeah, it's because these dice that I put all of my hope.
Yeah, it's going to go ahead and attack him.
It's frightened.
But it has a higher.
Ryan just about peed himself.
No one said what turn y'all were going on, so I'm going to say it gets a turn now.
Yeah, I would say so. We woke it up. The beast is awoken.
Well, that's true. Well, we would have to be.
You'd have to
action
know.
for the very last person.
Right, you
That
don't
way-
know the line at all.
Right.
Oh, Rudy got mad at us for doing that one time.
Yeah, we did that to a DM because we banished it, and then when it came back, we all just said "Attack!" and
we
killed it.
coordinated it because we knew the attack pattern, so we knew like, okay, it would have went just now. Now we go. Yeah. It was a little shady, but
Yeah, we made it skip its turn when it reappeared, and yeah, it was bad.
okay, it's going to attack. I think that's Buck, right?
Yeah.
Okay. 22 to hit.
Hits.
Turns out Vischer was down the tunnel.
21 points of damage as its talon reaches out and grabs you. Give me a. You're grappled.
Oh, I am grappled.
Yeah, you are grappled.
Oh,
Okay.
it just does no save.
Okay.
This is with its claw, its feet.
Yeah. One of its foot.
Not now, but I did.
Oh, you took damage with it?
Yeah.
I didn't hear it.
And then it's going to reach out with its beak and attack.
Yeah, it doesn't have beak.
Its mouth, sorry. It's called.
It's toothy maw.
It's crushing jaw. It's attacking you, Ernst.
So now that it's up, oh, never mind. I'm not gonna do that.
23.
23, that does hit.
So what you should have done, AJ, for that figure is just sawed the mouth off and then put.
Yeah, I didn't know. I was just like, aha, it's a big bird. Ha ha ha.
Okay, yeah, so the attack that did hit me. Yeah.
Yeah. 11, 14, 20 points of damage as it crushes into you with its jaws. All right. After its turn is Vistrid.
Come on, Trid.
20 points of damage?
Yep.
Yeah, Trid. My man.
I'm going to cast Entangle on it. Strength.
It's huge. Does that matter?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, entangle it. Just get its feet.
I'm in its feet.
Strength save against 15.
Natural 20.
Oh, natural 20.
Bonus action. I'm
Wait,
going.
is that -4?
-4. Wait,
Doesn't matter.
It's a natural
Yeah,
20.
it's a critical
still
success.
success. But so you
That is still a -4 though.
Yeah, that was what your freaking -4 got applied to.
Yep. My natural 20.
Natural 20 beats a
That would've-
one.
So that still he loses that now. Oh crap! Bad call,
Yeah.
Raph.
Well, it has a +4 to its strength save anyway, so I mean it evened out.
Out of all times to roll a nat 20,
Yeah.
I will bonus action wild shape into direwolf.
Direwolf.
I thought you were doing the snake thing.
Decided not to.
Do the wolf. Get on top of that thing.
He's a druid. They're crazy. They'll say one thing and do another.
He's just like,
'Cause
wild
they're
shape,
drink-
do it first,
They've
fly
smoked
away.
too much peyote.
Peyote.
Too much peyote in the desert, old
Thran,
man.
you're up.
Okay. I'm going to cast Sapping Sting.
Okay.
It needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
It almost sounded like you said Sappenstein.
I did say Sapping Sting.
Sappenstein,
7.
like a last name.
7. It fails. It falls prone and it takes 2d4 necrotic damage. That's 1.
Is there a size limitation on that? That is OP.
It's prone.
It's prone.
Yeah.
It takes 5 points of necrotic damage.
Oh man, and all the attackers are fixing to round up on the turn
Yep.
before it does.
It does, yeah.
It's look. I mean, you can read the
Yeah.
description.
Ah,
It's
cool.
also
It's
with
cool. It's prone.
Love it. Love
Forrest,
it. Love it.
you're up.
My turn again?
Yep.
All right. Knock that crow over.
All right, 2 more.
Put it on its back.
Yeah. All right.
Feet up in the air. Bucks in its claws.
All right, so
Bucks in the air.
There you go.
all right, so attack number 1.
Okay.
Oh, and since it's got my Hexblade's curse, if I get a nat 19, that's also a crit.
Okay.
Improved critical.
Yeah.
That's what we call it
let's
around
see,
these parts.
15 plus like 9,
Yep.
24.
That's
Yeah. All right. And that's a D8. Where's my? There it is.
oh.
Let's see. So 2 plus 6, 8 damage on that attack.
Okay.
And then my second attack.
Get your head in the game.
Get your head in the game. You gotta get your
Disadvantage.
head in the game.
24 to hit.
Hits.
Yeah. And then another D8.
Come on, Ubers.
That is a 7 plus 6, so 13 damage.
Okay, cool. That all you got?
Yeah, that's it for now.
Yeah, we're
oh, wait, oh, yeah, my proficiency bonus thing from the Hexblade's Curse to another 6 damage.
Ooh.
Okay. Gilliard.
Gonna hit it twice. Oh, I just realized. Oh no, yeah, I couldn't have action surged because it was a hold action. Okay.
He is disposed.
I'm gonna hit him. I'm gonna hit him twice. 19. So that's 1 hit that hits him.
Why do you have advantage? Oh, yeah, right.
I have advantage because he's prone. 16 plus 8, so 24. That's 2 hits. Then I'm gonna hit him with the back end.
Okay.
So 23.
Hits.
Action surge. I'm gonna hit him 3 more times.
Yeah, boy.
Oh, what about your echo?
I'm gonna do that at the end. All right. So
Hits.
20 something.
So it's just like, okay,
All right,
do it.
19.
Hits.
I'm gonna hit him with the back end.
Yep.
11 plus 8, so 19.
He just goes off.
And then Unleash Incarnation. So that's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5d10 and 2. This hits.
Wait, what is this?
This
Unleash
is all my
Incarnation.
attacks. Unleash Incarnation is just part of my turn. It's not any. It doesn't use action or bonus action. My Echo just attacks.
Oh,
But
okay.
it missed because 8 plus 6 is 14. So
Okay.
it missed. So my Echo just sucks.
Yep. But you have 6 hits yourself.
Yep. So
Need a. What do you need?
Now, what's the butt? The butt's just a D4, isn't it?
Is it D10?
this. No,
D8?
where is my D10? Yeah, there it is. So the butt is a D4. Yeah. So it's these 2. So these. I hit it once, twice, and then once,
3 times
twice.
4 real hits, 2 butts.
Right. So yeah, I gotta grab one more of you. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. There we go. And it's also gonna get 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 damage flat.
Okay. Well, I'm just going to subtract that right now.
All right. So 4, 5, 6, 7.
15.
I did 1, 1, 1, 1. 3 ones.
Oh,
4 ones.
He did earlier too.
Yeah. So did you get the 8 too? Yeah. All right. So that's all my damage.
Great attack. Quincy. Terrible damage roll. He's restrained.
Yeah.
Is there anything I can do about that?
Grappled.
He's grappled. So yeah.
Grappled.
Sorry.
He's grappled.
This thing's breathing weird and looks kind of rough.
Oh, it looks rough.
Looks
I'm gonna take a flying leap in on top of it.
okay.
Let go of my.
I'm also going to rage.
Okay.
Oh, so you got to roll.
I'm gonna
See what that
and
does.
also I was looking earlier, and the Unearthed Arcana table is no more because the table's in Tasha's now, so I don't even have the Unearthed Arcana. So I'm just gonna roll on the Tasha table. That's an 8. That's the Iron Man thing. So a bolt of light's gonna come out of my chest.
Okay.
Constitution saving throw.
Natural 20.
Dadgum.
This thing just does not want to be messed with in a non-attacking.
Okay, then no damage. But as I rage, light shoots out of my chest, and then I go flying through the air.
Just eat the light.
20 to hit.
Hits.
17. So 1 hits. Minimum damage.
Son of a gun.
4, 6. Yeah, 6 damage. Wow, what a turn.
Okay. Buck, you are grappled, sir.
Right. Being grappled. Does that mean I can attack?
You can, but I think you have disadvantage.
But if it's on its back, does that cancel out?
It's true.
He just
Okay.
restrained that thing.
Grappled.
You still have disadvantage to attack the thing that's grappling you.
Yeah. Okay. So anyways.
No, I don't guess that's true. You can just attack normally.
Okay.
Yeah, because I think that's the difference between grappled and restrained.
Yep.
So I am. So attack it just normal.
Yep.
And it's still prone.
It's still
So
prone.
you still got advantage.
That
Right.
makes no sense, but go ahead. So I guess it's holding you. It's on its back, and that it's kind of got your chest, so you're staring straight at it. But I guess you gotta.
You can't really miss. You just, that's why you get it.
So you gotta.
So it is advantage.
Yeah, you got
okay.
advantage.
All right. Okay. Cool.
It doesn't just wash out to a straight roll?
No.
Okay. That is a 2 19s. That's a critical. That's
Natural 19.
Natural 19. Look at that. I rolled 2 19s.
That's sick.
Holy crap! Now you said it was in bad shape. Should I roll the rest of them?
I don't know.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm just gonna roll the rest of them.
There's so many other things here attacking you.
That's another 19. That's too cool. You're kidding me, dude. You're kidding me. Okay, that's a 14 plus 7.
Hits.
Okay. So
So 2 criticals and then 1 non-critical.
where's it at? Okay. 6 plus 4,
Double
10.
that one.
That was double.
Yeah, that was double.
14 was your first hit?
14, and then 16 on the next
How would you
hit.
like to do this?
So it's like holding me, all right? And I'm just like sitting there like, it's trying to move around. I'm just like, nah! And I'm like, axe goes forward and then axe goes backwards. And on the backward swing, I mean, if it's holding me the way that it shows,
Yeah.
the axe goes backwards and hits it in the middle of the face.
It's actually hitting itself. It's just kicking its feet.
It's just wriggling around, and I'm just holding my axe out. And
The axe impels itself in between its nasty-looking jaws, and it quits squirming as its feet open up and you fall to the bottom of the nest.
Oh, holy crap. Thren, are you okay? Thren.
I'm all right.
Okay.
Fine.
Rask.
Is that who you're asking about?
No,
Okay.
no. I just wanted to make sure Thren was okay. Seriously did, but
Guys, that was incredible.
I'm going to go dive on Rask.
okay, what about these eggs?
I don't want any more of these things in the world.
Leave them be.
Okay, so we
You
got
crack one of those, 4 more of these things come out.
I say we burn them.
Yeah.
burn them.
cook
What if that
them.
makes them hatch?
Could we take one?
Can you cook these?
Hey, Vistra, could you
They're
tell
the
if
size
these are like? Is there any way you could like tell if these are ready to hatch?
If there weren't animals inside them, I probably.
Can I hear anything
Can he,
like,
like-
little sounds
Yeah,
coming
See
from
if they're
them?
yolks or
Go.
if they're developed.
Somebody put a flashlight underneath them.
Nature, I guess. Nature. Does he hear a heartbeat?
Not perception for my hearing.
Oh, if okay, you're trying to hear? Sure, perception. Mostly black with like purple streaks.
That's
through
a
it.
nat 20.
You don't hear a heartbeat from it, so or no clicking as if it's about to hatch.
I'd come out of wild shape back to Vistern. I don't think that they're alive in there yet. I think, if the mother's not here to hatch them.
Let's just set it in the middle of the room, smash it, see what happens. Then we'll know what to do with the other 3.
I think we should take our rest here because this place is like a nest, so we can sleep here. We can't sleep in that bog.
What if there's a daddy bird?
We'll kill it too.
Right. I like it.
It's a good point. Bistard, is this a mama bird or a daddy bird?
That's nature.
Did you roll a natural 20? Natural 1?
Minus the 0, nat 2. That's a 6 total.
Being a monstrosity, you can't tell what it is.
Okay. What? I can't tell.
Is there anything else cool in the nest?
No. There's quite a few bones,
Are there any magic items laying
some
around?
feces.
Yeah, can I see anything magical?
Magical. Is there magical poop? Is there guano?
Is there weird bird?
I do want to take like a handful of feathers and a vial of blood from this monstrosity.
The feathers are, the size of you. Like, it's not a small feather. This is a humongous creature.
Wow. Okay.
You can cut the tips off the feathers.
No,
If you just want like kind of the down of it, you could like just cut off a piece
Okay.
of.
What do I write down?
I think we should bust these eggs just in case these things can still hatch.
I agree.
Winged
You want to do it
nightmare.
right now?
Winged nightmare feather and blood.
You want to do it now?
Yeah, I mean, if we're leaving, we should just bust these eggs.
No, I
and
think
head
we
out.
should rest here for sure.
I mean, y'all aren't worried about the possible second parent coming in? If y'all aren't worried about that, I mean, yeah, we could just hide in here, and then if it comes in and it goes to sleep, and then we kill it too.
Yeah. Let's smash the egg.
Yeah.
Pull out old reliable on it.
Unless Buck thinks he can cook one of these bad boys.
Let's crack one open and see, all
Put
right?
it in the middle of the room, Buck, shoot it with an arrow.
Shoot with an arrow?
Yeah.
What if this thing's like, I tap it with my axe to see how thick the enamel is on it?
Pretty thick.
I don't know if my arrow can pierce one of these. Pierce one of these.
It does not slice, but you crack into it. Good. It doesn't explode. It just you put a crack into it.
Okay.
Okay, just wait, see what happens.
What happens?
Nothing.
All right.
He didn't get into it. He just kind of cracked the shell a little bit.
Get it again, Gilly.
Get it, Rask. He can actually bust into it because it's all now.
Yeah. He punches into it
slicing
and
it's not
kind of
gonna
just
cut it.
pulls through it, and a large yellowish yolk does slide out of it. It has got a large red spot.
A lot of egg.
That's red spot fertilized.
Yeah.
All right.
I would know that because of nature.
I mean, if you wanted to hoist this thing up over a fire, I'm sure we could somehow.
Scoop some of that yolk into a bowl.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Let's get a fire going.
How much does monstrosity taste?
Do we still have their good berries?
Yeah.
Yeah, they last 24 hours.
I think I'm gonna pass on that egg.
I thought you'd eat anything.
I wish we had a bag of holding. We could just fill it with egg goo.
Just open it up, turn it inside out at an enemy, and just coat them in it.
Hilarious.
Be flying over. Ew.
That NPC you really don't like.
Are y'all breaking the rest of them?
Or listen to this: like a wizard cast fireball at us. We just turned it inside out, fried egg right in front of us.
Are y'all breaking the rest of the eggs? Okay. One of them is actually a smaller creature of this is not alive, but it was almost formed. The other two are kind of in between the red spot of fertilization and getting ready to hatch, but none of them are alive.
I mean, here's the thing. These things don't fertilize by themselves, you know?
Yeah, well, who says the male's going to come back here?
I don't know. All we know is that there is a male out there. And at least relatively close, because, I mean, you would think if these had been nested long, they'd be a little further
Well,
along
I'd rather
than they
be
are.
in here if he comes back because he won't be shrouded in a cloud.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying that's a reason to escape. Just saying
we could like hide under the nest. Too.
we've got to keep our eyes out.
And then he'll be mad when he sees that the eggs are smashed.
Yeah, I think we should take long rest here. We should set up camp.
Yep.
I think so.
How long did pass without a trace? Only lasts an hour, right?
Yeah,
It
last
doesn't
hour.
last like a really okay.
Let Buck and Thren take a good rest, and Rask too. I don't know. You were able to get any sleep, Rask?
No, it was horrible.
What did it do?
Just kept like trying to eat me or something. I don't know.
But it couldn't do it.
Well, I kind of punch it around a little bit, but
Was it saving you for its babies?
the thought crossed my mind.
Let's just set up a watch and get some rest.
I like it. Obviously, the ones that are tired should sleep first.
All right. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, I'm totally going to go to sleep.
And that's where we'll stop tonight.
No! God, you scared the crap out of me.
Every freaking time.
That's okay. That was easy. Of course, we did do about 400 damage to it before.
Yeah, we kind of got the drop on that one. I think the next one's going to be pretty tough.
and y'all are still exhausted.
Yeah. And even more so, he doesn't have hardly any spells now.
Well, I mean, I was using cantrips that entire fight.
Oh,
Now,
that's okay.
AJ, did I ask you today if you printed off my second one or not?
You did that.
I did.
I forgot about that.
What?
I'm not just being a jerk.
Hey, check out Tiger Skull RPG.
Tiger Skull RPG.
And use code Commoners30 for 30% off at TigerSkullRPG.com.
Commoners 50.
Oh, wait, Commoners 30.
Commoners 30. Now that was a fun game.
That was great. That was pretty great. I hated that I missed last time, but I am...
Thanks for listening to this episode of the Commoners of D&D. If you're new here, we appreciate you stopping by. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you never miss an episode, and give us a nice review and let us know you enjoyed the podcast. If you've been with us for a while, we appreciate your continued support and sticking with us. Don't worry, there's plenty more to come from the Commoners of D&D. If you like the podcast, but you still can't seem to get enough of the Commoners, you can check out our Instagram and Facebook at The Commoners Official, and you can check out our YouTube channel, The Commoners, for even more exclusive content, more fun, and more of the Commoners of D&D. And don't forget to catch us back here for our talk show, Say It in Common, where we go in depth about the campaign, our everyday lives, movies, video games, sports, current events, anything we decide to talk about. We talk about it all, not just Dungeons and Dragons, on Say It in Common with the Commoners of D&D. Thanks for listening. We'll see you next time.